What's going on, everybody? What's popping? Appreciate you guys rocking with us on this Monday. Weren't able to jump on yesterday on our normal time. I mean, actually, no, shoot, what's today's Tuesday? We couldn't jump on a Sunday in the war room. That was on me. Bunch of family events going on. Back home, had to chop it up. And
you didn't miss nothing. 805. You ain't miss nothing. Enjoy that family time, bro. You ain't miss nothing.
You don't even know how badly I wanted to go on. Like, I was actually kind of crossed my fingers. You guys might go on, and I would have been tell the fam, hey, give me 20 minutes. Let me just go pop on real quick with these guys real quick. And it was just like, there was so much that I wanted to talk about, but at the same time, I was so disgusted that I just kept drinking and having a good time. So I had a little bit of fun, but man, my guys, we kind of waited until Tuesday to talk about the mess of this team. We're going to bring up some fun facts. Not only was it just messy, right? 0-31, goose egg shutout. It was just one of the nastiest games I think I've ever seen a team play. But at the end of the day, there's some facts about this game that is just, it makes it even worse. And we're going to bring those up. And chat, we want to know just kind of what your reaction is to some of these fun facts, I call them. We're going to bring them up in just a second. And at the very end of this, we're going to talk a little bit about the trade rumors. Obviously, going to the bye week, there might be some noise that goes on. There's already been talks about Jacoby Myers. There's some stuff going on about Max Crosby. We'll talk about that as well. But we're going to jump on here and talk a little bit about this goddamn game and just the state of the Raiders as we go into this bye week. So we appreciate everybody popping in with us in the Raider War Room. If you can, double tap that screen, hit that like button. Subscribe. We do a sub-only chat, show appreciation to all of our subscribers. But I got to say what's up to my guys, man. Chris, what's happening, man? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. You know, the NBA starting today. So I'm about to try to, get to this bag. Have my boy Severe help me because I'm not really big in the NBA. So have my boy help
Parlay
me.
King.
But yeah, man, full transparency. Severe was ready to rock out on Sunday. I just ain't have it in my heart. I'm going to keep it real. I ain't have it in my heart. And Severe wanted to, and I felt bad. But, man, when you just chilling with the fam and you just watch that performance, I don't even feel like talking about them bums, man. So, But, yeah, I'm the reason we didn't go, this weekend. I'm sorry. But it's hard, man. The motivation level is just like the Raiders on the field.
And it's bad when family members that are all 49er fans just bask in the happiness when my Raiders lose, right? They're just like, yeah, you see, you could have been a fan over here. And then that Sunday night game, the Niners win, right? With all the injuries and stuff. But, like, they literally will just enjoy the fact that my Raiders are losing. I'm back home. I'm watching it. And that game, my entire family was like, we actually just feel bad for you. Like, there was no more hate. There was no more shit talking. It was just like, damn, that sucks.
You think you got it bad? All my people are Browns fans, and they feel bad for me.
Oh, my
They feel bad for me, bro.
When my little niece and nephew that I was hanging out with, they're all 49er fans, like, they were looking at me going, Uncle, you okay? And I'm like, damn it. No, I'm not.
Oh, baby girls ain't getting no candy either.
Oh, nothing.
Man, they ain't been look at no candy.
Halloween is canceled.
Halloween is canceled too.
my parents got a park about 5 blocks down the street. I sent them with their uncles, and they went to the park. I said, "There's no game on tonight right now. Go to the park, have fun."
Yeah.
Oh,
our offense was so bad. 805 was confiscated candy he already gave him.
Exactly.
I gotta take this back.
I gotta take this.
Oh God, it was brutal, man. But no, man, Chris, man, I appreciate you with me, man. Make sure you guys head over wherever you're at. Double tap that screen, but go to Chris Protect Show podcast, man. Always throwing out fire stuff for you guys. Severe, what's going on, man? How you feeling?
Yeah, man. Hey, it's probably for the best that Chris did not let me get in front of a camera on Sunday. It's probably for the best, man. Because I don't know what I would have said. I don't know what I would have said. It would not have been good. So I had a few days to kind of marinate, and it ain't got no better, really. To be honest with you, it hasn't got any better. I'm feeling better about this team. In fact, listening to Pete Carroll, it's made me even madder. It's made me even madder. I'm smiling right now, so I don't curse.
Yeah, man, it's wild, guys. Everybody, make sure you guys go hit up Severe as well. Again, double tap that screen. I'm 805 Raider, Real Talk, Raider Nation, man. We appreciate you, chat. We appreciate y'all. I'm gonna say what's up to the chat, but then we're gonna have a little bit of announcement to our regular Wednesdays, and so I'm gonna hit you guys with that. But Robert Penny in the building. What's going on, man? Appreciate you, Raider Paul. What's happening? Emily in the building. Raider Paul, let us know. Are you still coming to the Cowboys game? I will understand if you're not. I think you live out in Texas, I think. But if you ain't coming to that game no more, I think a lot of us will understand. But let me know, because, again, I live here. So easy access. I can walk over and have a good time.
God, that's...
Yeah. I will understand if no one goes to a goddamn game moving forward.
They might put up 60.
Yeah. Because that Cowboy team is rocking. Maybe not in playoffs or if they ever make playoffs, but regular season, Dak lets it fly. Emily, appreciate you popping it. LS, appreciate you as well. What's going on? I said it once, and I'll say it again. This is always going to be a tank year. If we're paying attention to the offseason, nobody's getting fired outside of maybe Tom McMahon. Yeah, and I think that's the hard part is, the moves that Tom Spytek made. I mentioned this. I went with Rundown and Jay. I went live with them on their Saturday show, and I said, look, it looks like Spytek was all about rebuild. All the moves he made was rebuild, but then Pete Carroll kept feeding us, but I'm used to 10 wins. It's like, God damn it, man. So,
yeah.
What a Mark.
Pick a struggle, man. Pick a struggle.
Right.
Don't be fat and ugly. Pick a struggle.
Mark in the building. What's going on, man? Mario, what's happening? Big Mike, what's going on, brother?
Big Mike, happening.
Becoming a member.
Appreciate it.
Just so you guys know, all three of us, depending on what channel you're on, we do have memberships. It's just a way to support the channel. But at the very least, we appreciate everybody. We do a sub-only chat. Just show our appreciation. But we do have memberships. If you guys want to support the channels, we definitely appreciate it, man. But Big Mike, appreciate you popping in here. Assassin's Creed in the building as well. Mario, what's going on, brother? Appreciate you. Where's the flag? What's happening? Marcus in the building. What's going on, man? MGs, what's happening? Raiden in the building as well. Straight out of Hawaii. Raider Hawaii in the building. Good seeing you, brother. Dre in the building. Shock Bowers, what's going on? Let's see. Not sure if I said what's up. Kevin Lurker, what's happening, man? And shoot, I know I missed somebody. Where's she at? I'm not scrolling down. I'm not scrolling down enough. Let's see. Myra, I saw you. What's going on? Take the Warriors. Take the Warriors over the Lakers tonight. That's what Myra's saying. Don't get Chris all hyped up on these parlays.
Oh no, man. I heard to believe in skinny Luka, man. I heard you might need to believe.
LeBron ain't playing, so no.
That may not be enough. Skinny Luka may not be enough.
Luka by himself, yeah. Especially
just don't let
Aisha been tripping recently. Stephen Head might be in the game right now.
Yeah.
Just don't let Chris find the cheat code, because he helped me with the cheat code in baseball with the 3-inning under.
Oh, that's why Chris was mad too. Baseball season over. He like, damn.
I know.
That's my light bill,
man. But I think I got a good one for football now. I got a little greedy this last week, but I'm gonna get you hip to something, man. Hey, I kind of like my basketball one today, though.
Yeah, that was smooth.
I think that might, we'll see though.
See, Chris gets so fed up with the Raiders, he's gonna start his own sports betting channel. That's what he's gonna do, and he's gonna rock it out.
I already know what channel Chris starting.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I've been researching that. I'm a scumbag, bro. I'm a scumbag. Wine to the face.
When you, oh God, is that what is that? What is that?
It's actually some port.
Is that Coppola? Oh,
I'm drinking port. He said Kahlua.
Coppola.
No, I'm drinking some port, man.
No.
Watch out. You went from the 8.6 pumpkin beer to the tall bottles. Yeah. I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
Some dessert wine.
So again, guys, we're gonna jump into just some fun facts of that absolutely disastrous game of the Chiefs. Again, it might make the loss even worse if you haven't heard of any of these kind of facts about the game. We're gonna break those things down. But we're gonna talk about the game real briefly, and at the very end, we're gonna talk about kind of just the trade rumors. So Art in the building. What's going on? I didn't say what's up. Luz Zuno. I think I'm pronouncing it right. Appreciate you. Rose Town, what's going on? Huey in the building as well. What is happening? Let's see. I know I said what's up to Kevin Lurker. What's going on, man? Bueno in the building as well. And Oon, what's happening? We suck again. You ain't lying. Oh, yeah. No lies detected. Herman, what's going on, man? Raider Smoke in the building with the super chat. Appreciate you. I'm on the NBA. Code Dubs, what's going on, man?
My guy, Raider Smoke. Salute to you, brother.
Yeah, no, no one hates you for that. I think a lot of us are moving on to some bigger and better things. But we're still going to rock out here. If we got to start them, bench them, cut them, we will do it just to make up some time. Pop's in the building as well. What's going on? Coach, Jumbo, what's happening, man? Larry in the building as well. Man, Alec M, appreciate everybody that's rocking with us. Wyatt, what's going on? All right. Let's see. I think I almost got everybody. If I don't, I'll get to the rest of you, man. I appreciate everybody in the chat. Again, double tap that screen if you can. It hits that like button, but hit that sub button as well. You got Chris Protect Show Podcast, The Severe Raider on this side. I'm 805 Raider, Real Talk Raider Nation. Before I bring up these fun facts, we got a little bit of announcement. Typically, we break down game film on Wednesdays. YouTube gave us a little bit of information, and YouTube basically says they don't like us live streaming Raider NFL content. They're basically going to shut it down. Obviously, a lot of you guys that checked in with us last week, they just disabled the live. We were kind of going back and forth. We weren't sure if it was just YouTube messing with us. There was a bunch of issues nationwide with YouTube. Oh no, YouTube basically is not allowing us to do the NFL breakdowns. So we're going to talk after this. We're trying to figure something out. But basically, yeah, we can't go live. But if we were to do something, we basically would have to do a pre-record. But then at the same time, you just shut off the monetization. You can't make money, nothing. Anything that's made off of it basically goes to the NFL because of the owners of the content. So we might try to figure something out, but it just makes it real tough for us. So just letting y'all know, it's not us just shutting it down. It's YouTube shutting us down, unfortunately. But again, we'll keep you guys updated. Sucks, but it is what it is. So, yes, and like Mark says, hit that notification as well, guys, so you do know when we hit you guys with more content. We're still going to be rocking. No matter how ugly it looks, we'll still be rocking, without question. So, let's get into some fun facts, all right? We're going to get into some fun facts of this game and chat. Let us know how you feel on these. Again, it's not about just the overall stats of the game. Obviously, we know the stats were nasty. I mean, Geno Smith threw for 60-something yards. Ashton Genty rushed for 25 yards. I mean, stupid stats. But there's definitely some others that just make the game just a little more disgusting. We'll talk about it, and we're going to break down just kind of our thoughts with this coaching staff. So we're going to go ahead and share the screen, pick this up. Hopefully you guys can see it. Let's have a little bit of fun. First one. The Raiders had a total of 3 first downs. Kansas City had more touchdowns than we had first downs. When I kind of saw that, guys, if you have a comment on it, if you guys have a question or what have you towards as we go down this list, hit that hashtag Raiders, just catch my eye. But it's just disgusting to know that in one of those first downs, we didn't even earn. It was actually off of a penalty. So realistically, we only earned 2 first downs, which tells me KC they had more touchdowns than we could actually. They doubled our first down conversion rate based on their touchdowns. That's wild, man. Chris, any thoughts on that first one?
I mean, it's just so ridiculous. Just when you think about it, like it's yeah. I'm speechless, man. Just watching the game, you're just watching it like this can't be real life. Yeah. No, I'm speechless on that, man. I mean, it was just poor playing. I mean, no effort, out coach on every bit of all 3 phases. It was just it was sickening, man. Like all these fun facts aren't fun. I'll tell you that. Nothing fun about damn facts.
It's not fun, but it just kind of makes you sickening. You know what I'm saying? That even outside of just the game stats, this is what that game really showed. So, Severe, man, any thoughts? Our really 2 earned first downs, and KC basically scoring more touchdowns than earned first downs. I mean, any thoughts on that?
Yeah, man, it was a disgusting performance offensively, man. It was just like nobody on the offensive side of the ball did anything right.
Nobody.
And to all you Trey Tucker fans out there, it should look a lot different when he ain't got nobody else taking them double teams, don't it? It should look a whole lot different. No. He ain't cooking like he was before. Well, he got to be that dude. So that quiet all that Trey Tucker noise I've been hearing for weeks. When he ain't got somebody else taking the attention, he's regular schmegler. Regular. He's 5 foot, 5.5 Trey Tucker. That's fast. He ain't about to do shit else.
Yeah, it's gonna be it's tough. LS, man, YouTube quietly looking after our mental health. That might be their strategy. And Dre's saying 151 time, fellas. Do not throw out 151. I have bad memories of 151. Bad memories. So second one, our longest offensive drive was 16 yards. We only had 2 drives. Out of the 10 drives, I believe we had 10 or 11 drives. Only 2 of our drives were more than 10 yards total.
All you can do is laugh. I mean, that's really all you can do.
We have the highest paid offensive coordinator in the National Football League, and we traded a 3rd round for a veteran quarterback, and our longest offensive drive was 16 yards, and we only had 2 drives, more than 10 yards. Severe, I'm going to throw it to you first this time. Which thoughts on that?
Yeah, man. That was despicable. It was despicable. I mean, this is like offensive. This is like our offense was offensive. It's like it boggles the mind how bad it was. I think on a scale from 1 to 100, QBR, Geno had a 7.7 on one. That's like the grades the special kids got, and like that is like it's how can you get that low? You think like 7.7. Like I've never seen a single digit score ever. I've never seen and he maybe Justin Fields. Let's scratch that. Justin Fields. But you're in Justin Fields' level of quarterback play right now. Like he was bad. The offensive line wasn't good. Genty was trash. The receivers were trash. Michael Mayer was trash. Everybody was. Chip Kelly was trash. Pete Carroll doesn't know that we're bad. Like he's an idiot. Like everybody. Everybody was bad. Everybody was like they was looking forward to the bye week. Like they was like, look, how can we get this over as quickly as possible? Look, y'all, if we don't get a single effing first down, we can be out of here. We can be out of here. I know a good barbecue spot. We get that thing up out of the game. Like it's a 10 a.m. start too, bro. We good.
I'm with you, man. Chris, longest drive, 16 yards, only 2 drives more than 10. What's your thoughts?
I mean, like
you can take another sip of your drink if you want to before we get it.
Yeah, let me
I completely understand.
I mean, it's just unreal. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's like, I mean, like Severe was nice enough to say this is Justin Fields' area. This is Jamarcus Russell world right here. Like, this is Jamarcus Russell territory, man. Like, I mean, like we were talking about the QBR being like 7.7. Like, it kind of reminds me of like you guys know them standardized tests, like whether ACT or ACT, like you get a certain amount of points for just putting your name on there. For just putting your name on there, you get a certain amount of points. Like I'm sure you get a certain amount of points, like a baseline, just for
showing up on the field.
Yeah, just stepping on the field, you get a bare minimum of a 7.3. Just for stepping on the field, bro. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Putting the uniform, just for putting your name in the back of the uniform, like
just have your name correctly.
The name is in the back of the. Okay,
that's a 7.3 QBR. That's a 7.3 right there.
And look, we're gonna get down to that, but here's the thing: is like it's just some of the, if you even dive deeper into just how the game played out with some of these numbers, just like, damn, like it just makes it even worse if just one other thing just kind of went wrong. So we're gonna get to the next one.
I thought the Titans had the worst offense in the league until I saw Sunday. Until I saw the Titans looking like the greatest show on turf compared to.
and here's the thing, and I said highest paid offensive coordinator. You traded a third round for a veteran quarterback, and you picked an offensive player at number 6 overall. You picked a running back.
Back-to-back rounds. You picked our first 4 picks, offensive players. First 4. We got Genty, Besh, Caleb Rogers, Charles Grant.
Darian Porter was the third.
Darian Porter was the third.
Oh, yeah, third. But
still in the third round, yeah.
So 4
3 out of 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, wow. Raider Hawaii said, why do so many other streams get to break down film and you get shut down? The only thing I noticed was different was they went live. And then M85, you said, can we use still photos? So yes, we can use still photos. Raider Hawaii, other teams, they are doing videos. But the thing is they can't monetize the video at all. So they basically make nothing off the video.
Yeah,
and it's not live. And it's not live
too. It's not live too. Which is like I've done pre-recorded shows. It's not as interactive. Obviously, we can't interact with you guys, so it's like it's not as good. It's not as fun.
Yeah, Herman 3 first downs. Yeah, it's nasty work, man. It's tough. But yeah, in pre-recorded lives, it's just not as fun. Like we don't get to interact with you guys. Like get you guys' comments, your feedback, stuff like that. And plus, we'd have to air it on all 3 of our channels in order for it to actually support all 3 of us. You know what I'm saying? And so you guys will get flooded with the same exact thing through all 3 channels. So it's tough. We'll see if we can pull something up, but man, it's tough. So, all right. So let's get to the next one. Raiders had 30 total offensive plays. The Chiefs had 30 first downs. So the Chiefs had just as many first downs as we had total offensive plays. And I looked this up, and this is literally a record since the Super Bowl era of like top 10 lowest amount of offensive plays ever ran in a football game. And I'm just sitting there going, how the hell did the Chiefs had just as many first downs as we had total offensive plays? That's absolutely wild.
It's insane.
Chris, any thoughts on that one?
I mean, I wish I had something for you, man. I wish I had something for you. That is insane. I mean, just look at that. That is insane. 30 total plays.
What a base at. Yeah.
It's like,
but and then 30 first downs is wild. Like you usually see like in the high teens of first downs, right? If you had a good day.
Yeah. They're probably I don't even know how many yards did they average per play, I wonder.
I think it was 7 point, which means that it was, I mean, you look, and that's one, I didn't put it up here, but that's one stat of, I think we had 17 minutes of possession and they had 42. It's like, that tells me that you really didn't have a bunch of big plays. They had 1 or 2 big plays, but outside that, it was just 11 play drives up and down the field constantly. Just, you want to talk about picking somebody apart? That's what they did to us. Like 30 total offensive plays. The Chiefs had 30 total first downs. Severe, man, what's your thoughts?
And look, it could have been worse.
Right?
They kneeled.
They
been so much worse.
Took out. This is the second team that has taken out their like they felt so unthreatened by us that they pulled Patrick Mahomes. Just like the Colts, they knew, they were so sure that nobody we had on the field posed any threat to them at all offensively. That they're like, we don't even need to put our starting quarterback out there anymore and let him get hit. We'll put in our backup and still win comfortably. Like, that's how bad it was. Like, they started kneeling with 2.5 minutes left in the game, and we had all 3 timeouts. Like, they weren't worried about anything. It was crazy. This is like that was the most disrespectful thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, it's one thing to lose, but it's another thing that, like, you lose so bad that your opponent shows pity. Like, that's
your
despicable.
rival. Your
That's
rival.
despicable. We ain't even right, but at one point, it takes some balance for there to be a rivalry. Like,
good point. Good point.
It takes some, it's good like point. A rivalry takes like some give and take, some good back point. And forth. Like, oh man, with some it's this like this Raiders week. They're like, all right, cool, all right, for sure. Like, I'm about to pad my stats. I'm getting paid off of this. Yep. I'm looking at them. What's my incentives on my contract? Bam. Raiders week coming up. We about to hit them. Like, it's not even a rivalry no more. This is ridiculous.
That's a good point.
It's not. And Herman Munster, man, what's crazy is I went to that Vikings game with AP, and you thought that we could actually we got more than 3 first downs. Like, we actually moved the ball a little bit. We just couldn't get in field goal range. So we would move the ball a little bit, and then it would be an interception or turnover. Like, something happened. So, like, you still had faith kind of towards the tail end of the game that we could move enough to get it into field goal range. This game, I think we had zero faith the entire game that the offense was going to do anything. I think this was, in my opinion, 100 times worse than KC. And again, I was at that Minnesota game. So, yeah, it's crazy. What up, Kenny, P99, what's going on, man? It is pathetic. What up, Dixon? What's going on, brother? Amik, man. I'll make a quick point before we get to the next one. That's the hard part about, I understand, like, you hate shuffling up head coaches, right? And you hate, because once you shuffle a head coach, that means that they're going to bring in their own players, right?
Yeah.
The thing about the rivalries that we have, the KC rivalries, the Broncos rivalries, right? One of the reasons why I hate the fact that we moved on from Amik, not because I thought he was going to be just a shutdown corner or a great nickel guy, whatever, but that was coming off of the season that we beat Kansas City on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
And when you can hold on to at least some players that know what that feeling's like.
Right. Yeah.
Like, when you can hang on to players that understand what that rivalry is about and just get that feeling, that can basically share that feeling amongst the locker room, you want to hold on to those guys. You want guys that can literally explain to the new guys in the locker room that say, look, we beat the piss out of them on Christmas. We're going to do that again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when you switch everything up and nobody knows that feeling, nobody understands that feeling, and you can't carry that momentum to the next season, that win means nothing anymore. And so that's one of the reasons why I wanted to keep Amik. Again, not because I thought he was going to be a shutdown corner. I still think he was serviceable. I think he still could have been extremely good competition. But more importantly, you can hold on to some players that know that feeling of beating the piss out of Kansas City and carry that momentum and that vibe. But we gutted it. So Kevin Lurker, yeah, he's doing pretty good over there. All right, let's go. Next one. And Chris, I'm going to throw this one to you first. The Chiefs' longest touchdown drive was 94 yards. The Raiders had total yards, offensive yards, of 95. So the Chiefs basically got as many offensive yards in one drive that we got the entire game. Highest paid offense coordinator, veteran quarterback, number 6 overall running back. Chris, what's your thoughts?
As my brother Severe says, despicable. Despicable. It's like, I mean, you can't make this stuff up, man. You really can't. You really can't. And I don't know, man. I really wish I had better takes. It's just all I can do is shake my head, man. We're talking about one drive. One drive is more than what we can put on the field for the whole entire game.
And
when
I
don't
saw
care
that
about injuries, I don't care about none of that. Injuries happen every day, B. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing, man? It's crazy.
When I saw that was what made me be like, all right, we're gonna put some fun facts out there. And I started looking even deeper, and I was like, holy shit, this is a mess. So
the fun facts keep going. Oh, we still got more, guys.
We got more.
Oh, we got more.
Oh, we got more. Severe man, thoughts on it? Longest drive, 94 yards, and that's what the Raiders could get all game long.
It was despicable, disgusting, deplorable, delinquent, devilish, downright bad. We saw, anybody who follows baseball, we saw Shohei Ohtani put on one of the best performances we've ever seen from an athlete. The guy struck out 10 batters as a pitcher, hit 3 home runs, led his team to the World Series. For as good as that performance was, this one was equally as bad. Like, that means, that fun fact essentially says, after that one drive, the Chiefs could have just packed it up for the rest of the day and be like, all right, we good. We good. Like, we're done. We're done here. We've done all we need to do. And guess what? They would have been done because we couldn't score. So that's all they needed. That's all they needed.
That's it. That is it. And Myra, I think you're pointing it right at Chris. Sickening. Will Johnson got picked in the second round. You had to kick a man while he was down, Myra. That's what you just did. Oh man, it is. All I have
to say is this will never happen on Zamir White's watch. This will never happen on Zamir White's watch. But seriously though, the one guy who has recently had success against the Chiefs, the one player that's like, all right, you know what, he had a good game. Why is that guy not active at all? Like, even if you don't think you're going to need him, he recently had success against the team in the similar situations. We couldn't complete a pass for 3 quarters that game. We spent a whole 2 damn quarters this game not being able to complete a pass, but yet and still, Zamir White was still effective. That guy, you don't think, you know what? Let's just bring him just in case. We may not need, I might not need the 38, but I'm going to have it on me. I'm going to have it on me just in case. Just in case. Just bring it. Hey. Bro, you go, Severe, you're going to a family reunion. I know my cousins. I know my cousins. I'm going to have it. But look, we didn't even bring it. Makes no sense.
It doesn't make no sense. I'm with you. I'm with you. All right, man, you're saying Raiders. Oh, you're saying, okay, still shot the beginning of the play, then draw it on IT, and then show us the still shot of the play after and talk about it. That's an option, but I'll tell you right now.
That's too much for.
If you. The game will play on Sunday, can probably have it ready by Friday. It's just, it would be. Unless I just clip certain plays, which again could be an option.
Yeah, how many plays could we really do though? Unless there was some. But the thing is, it'd be different if the Raiders were in some good games and they were just key plays that got us, that key 3rd and 19 that we got and we won the. No, we're getting belt the ass, man. So yeah, man.
Yeah, that's why we'll try to figure out something up behind the scenes, but again, because. Look, it's something that we love to do. It's something we enjoy. Again, sharing with you guys, and you guys giving us the feedback. We want to keep rocking, but again, we're gonna have to figure out a way to. I thought I tricked you too, but apparently not. So we'll talk about it after. So hopefully we still bring something to you guys. Andy Reid felt bad for us. Yes, he did. He did, and that's wild that. A division rival.
No, he didn't. He ain't feel bad for us. He ain't feel bad for us.
Kneeling the ball with 2 minutes and 42 seconds
he
ain't
left. Feel bad for us. He knew what he was doing. The fact that Minshew was our quarterback last year, and he put Minshew in, and honestly, the whole vodka on the sideline, he knew about all that stuff.
Was that really vodka?
It probably wasn't, but still.
But I was like,
baby.
Jesus Christ, man.
It's provocative.
It's provocative.
People going.
My take, you're saying, was that game worse than the Saints game when we couldn't pass the 50?
I was at that game, too. I was at
I think this is... Okay, I'm going to give my take on it, but
yeah, go ahead.
Chris, you go for it.
Now, you want me to start?
Yeah, go. You go for it.
Because I was at that game, man. So, but see the difference, though? The difference with that game, the night before, I was in New Orleans. So, whatever
You're
happened
hungover.
Sunday,
You're hungover.
Whatever,
You're already
bro.
mad.
I was in New Orleans, so whatever, bro. Whatever. No, but that Saints game was rough. But I mean, this game, it was just uninterested. Like, it was just a vanilla milkshake. It was mayonnaise. It was cream cheese. It was just a whole bunch of blandness, man. It was like it was just, I don't know, man. Just thinking back, I think this game was worse, honestly, because there was no hope. There was no hope in this game. Like, we knew that it was almost as if like they knew exactly what we were going to do. Like, they had an answer for everything. Like, Pat Mahomes didn't look. I don't even think the dude sweat. You know what I'm saying? It was sickening, man. It was sickening. It was just. I'm glad I didn't go to that game. And salute to everybody that went to it, but that's a rough one.
I know. So here's the thing. I see some of the super chats. We're going to get to those in just 1 second. Severe, what's your thoughts? This game worse than the Saints game? What's your thoughts?
I'll probably say this game. This might be recency bias. Might be recency bias.
That's true too.
Because like I was expecting to lose this game. I wasn't expecting us to get embarrassed.
Nah.
You know, like the Saints game, I didn't think that was gonna happen. I don't think we was gonna go out there and not cross the field. But that never occurred to me. So that's what makes that game so bad. This game, I knew we was gonna lose. Like, I already knew, but just to the degree that what we lost to, it's like
was that Josh McDaniels?
No, that was all. That was the interim. That was AP when with that interim.
That wasn't. No, that might have been pre. I think that was pre Josh. I think that was like Gruden. I think that was Gruden. I want to say that was Gruden. It was still Carr. I want to say it was Gruden.
Or was it Bisaccia? Because it may have been Bisaccia, actually. Maybe.
Hold on. Am I tripping? I thought it was more recent than that.
Nah, it was like.
I mean, it was Carr, so we know that's.
It was for sure Carr, but that's
4 years.
Exactly. Carr been here for years. So that's why that one was so bad, because I wasn't expecting that type of embarrassment.
Because the Saints were bad that year, if I remember right.
Yeah, but I think Dennis Allen was their. Oh no, was Sean Payton still coach? Sean Payton was the coach.
Nah, was gone.
Dennis Allen was the. Dennis Allen was the.
No, because he was a D coordinator. No,
he was a D coordinator. He took over as head coach.
It was a 2022 year.
So 3 years
ago. That was.
That was
Josh.
It was Josh.
That was Josh. Okay, that was Josh. Okay,
I thought it was a year before that. Okay, so damn.
Let's wait. But was that after he got fired though? Because AP that may have been AP time then. Because didn't Josh get fired like week 4 or 5?
He got
around
fired.
that Detroit game.
The second year, the Detroit game. Yeah, he got fired around this time. He got fired Halloween. He got fired on Halloween. He got fired on Halloween.
It was on Halloween. It was basically on Halloween.
Yeah. But this game's still worse. This game, I don't want to say this game. This game was worse. Just because this game was worse, man. Just the embarrassment. My guy LS had to wake up at 4:00 in the morning to watch this.
Shout out to LS.
LS had to wake up at 4:00 in the morning.
He was doing 10-ups that early, man.
4:00 on a Monday morning to watch the Raiders get their teeth kicked in, man. That is all bad. All bad.
It's all bad. I still, man, I think this one is just so bad because look, like that Saints game, you could see that there's issues and stuff like that, right? Yeah, you had Derek Carr, stuff like that, right? Problem with this is that There's so many different things you can point to that is just the problem with this team. But you can't pinpoint it to be like that is the problem. You could point to 7 different things.
Yeah.
That's an absolute problem.
Yeah.
And we have the highest paid offensive coordinator. We traded for a quarterback. We picked a running back like number 6 overall. It just everything that has led up to this moment is like I've never seen the nation so united about we are a shit show. You usually have those ones that are like, hey, just trust the process.
Yeah.
Hey, you're not a fan if you think we suck, blah, blah, blah. Like
everybody wants to do strategic substitutions now.
Hey, everybody, look. I'm gonna say, look, hey, I'm starting a campaign, baby. I'm starting a campaign, but I would not say everybody.
Man,
everybody may not be on the we suck. There's some people that still want to call the red bus. Yeah, Chris knows what I mean. They still think they call the red.
Oh, man. Salute the OGC.
But here's the thing. I think this loss sucks just because honestly, like it puts the season in the bag at week 7, which is wild.
Week 7? Are you kidding me? It was 3 weeks ago. I told y'all we weren't going to win the week 7.
This is true. Shout out to you.
Look,
I thought I was crazy.
The fan base now knows it's officially in the bag. Right?
Coach, our boy Coach, he called. Look, outside of Tom Yackenberg nonsense, Coach been right about it. He was right about this entire season.
He really was.
He called this like he was like, bro, this is a waste. Like, I don't know what y'all watching this for. He said it part of week 1. And even after the win, he was like, it's only a matter of time. After week 1, everybody's like, yeah, we got a quarterback. And yeah, we got it. He was like, watch.
Yeah.
He said, I don't even watch the game.
This train is never late.
He held strong to it. C-Pole throwing a super chat out there. Appreciate you. So does the fire sale start? I'm going to say fuck it. Yeah. Chris, thoughts? Does the fire sale start?
It has to. I mean, I'm rocking the Max jersey, man. But at the end of the day, like I love Max, love what he brings to the table. But we are 3 years away from being a good team. 2 years from being somewhat competitive. What's that put Max at from age range? Like we are wasting his prime years, man. By the time we finally get it together, if we get it together, like literally we would have to start next year to get it rolling. By the time we get to the point where we can be a playoff team, Max gonna be Pete Carroll's age, bro. Like, man, let's get what we can get for him. And I hate it because I love Max.
Don't do Max like that now. Don't do Max like that.
Free the man, bro. And I hate it. And I hate it because Max is a real Raider, man. But Max gave everything. He gave everything for this organization. We did him wrong, bro.
Look, man. First of all, don't disrespect Mac like that. Pete Carroll is the only coach in the league to have drank from a whites-only water fountain, bro. As long as you haven't disrespect Max like that in your life, man. Like, man, the Raiders have been 3 years away from for 3 years. Like every year they're 3 years away. We 3 years away from being 3 years away, bro. Like we've been that for like 20 years. Like we've been 3 years away for 20 years. Like it ain't happening. It's not gonna happen. I don't see it in our future. Call Miss Cleo, call me now for your free reading, and she gonna tell you the same thing. It's not happening for us, brother. Like we're just not good. Like no matter what we do, we handed it to Reggie McKenzie. And he fumbled it. We handed it to John Gruden and Mike Mayock. They fumbled it. We handed it to Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler. They fumbled it. We handed it to Tom Telesco and AP, and they fumbled it. Now we handed it to the greatest player in the history of football, and he is in the midst of fumbling. And guess what? He ain't got the refs here to protect him this time. This motherfucker gonna be called a fumble. Like it ain't gonna be no tuck rule on this bitch. It's gonna be tuck your ass at the bottom of the AFC West. That's what all it is going to be. So I I don't see any way out of this. I don't see any way out of this.
Me either. I literally don't see light at the end of the tunnel at all.
Like, I'm with you.
Like, honestly, like, I got asked a question the other day. Like, Chris, if you were handed this team and you could own it, like, literally, what are some of the first moves you would do? Like, it's so much wrong. Like, that it seems like such a simple question, but like my answer would have to be so complex because we're so bad. I can't even just give you a simple answer because our dysfunction is so deeply rooted. I don't even know where to start. I wouldn't even know where to start. I really wouldn't. I mean, we are that bad because it is so layered on how bad we are. Where do you start?
Well, we asked that question just a couple weeks ago, and the thing is the only thing that we could think of is hit that rewind button and go back to prior to the off season, prior to free agency, prior to the draft, and we would do things completely differently.
Yeah,
and that would have been potentially a better outcome. Now, we're not saying, you know what I'm saying, like playoffs, Super Bowl, but better than this,
right?
And so it's like you got to hit the reset button, and in my opinion, I think that's what it is. You kind of hit the reset button, unfortunately, because the thing is, then if you trade Max, are you cool with putting those draft picks into Spytek and Pete Carroll's hands? Like that's
right.
That's
right.
It's such a loaded question. We could probably have an entire show just on that.
Right.
And so,
right.
But Seapole, appreciate you. Let's get to the next one. Ruben Russ throwing a super chat out there as well. He said, "What happened to our week 1 team? The Pats are a decent team, and Geno was threading the needle. Raiders are the scariest thing to watch in October."
I got this one.
Go for it.
Salute, Ruben. I love what you said. The thing is, we got lucky and caught the Patriots when we caught them. We're lucky that we got them week 1. If we would have played them any other week, it would have been belt to ass too. Because as we know, trying to understand Josh McDaniels' playbook sometimes can be a little complex with a young quarterback. But now look at Drake May. Looking good. That defense under old buddy, they're looking good. So we are lucky the way the schedule was just kind of shaped. Like we caught the Patriots at the right time. If we would have caught them any other week, we would only be 1 game up, or we would only have 1 win. Guarantee it. The Patriots are rolling, and they might mess around and slip into the playoffs, bro.
And that Patriots game was as even of a matchup as you can really imagine because of just brand new head coaches, brand new offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators, brand new personnel. We had a veteran quarterback. They had Drake May, a second-year quarterback. We had to travel to the East Coast, so it's a little bit of a downside for us, but it was as even of a matchup as it got. The only thing that I will say is it's coaching. It's purely coaching. When the Patriots do this and we do this, that's called coaching. Severe, man, thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, like we caught like Chris said, we caught him at the right time. Drake May was adjusting to the new playbook. Obviously, they were getting used to these new weapons. And Geno just had the hot hand that day. He was on point. He was playing with confidence. We're a completely different team, but both Jacoby and Brock were at their pinnacle in that game. And obviously Brock has been less than that ever since, and we've been missing him. And I think that, the reality started setting in for Jacoby that this team is not going to help him get what he wants in free agency, and they haven't been helping him get what he wants in terms of a trade either. So I think there is some definite a pullback of effort there. I don't think he wants to be here. I think he's made it known he wants to be here. I think they asked him earlier today. And they asked him, did he still want to be traded? He was like, hell yeah. Like, I still want to be traded.
Nothing changed.
Like, it ain't nothing changed. So, so that's just what it is. But, now that the Patriots are kind of getting acclimated to the guys that they have, they a lot of new guys, new places. Antonio Gibson, Travion, obviously Ramondre is still the number 1 guy, getting used to Stephon being out there. Kayshawn's been playing well. Like there is a lot of moving parts. But now they've got to figure it out. So yeah, if we played them now, it'd be bad. It'd probably look like the Colts game.
Yeah, it's a wrap. Ray Flores, man. So what do you think about gossip and trading Crosby? We're going to talk about the trade potential, just the rumors in just a second. I see another super chat down there. I'm going to get to the super chats down here. LS season was in the bag weeks ago. No lies detected. Edgar, what's the status of Max's injury? I don't think we know just yet, but it's a bye week. We'll probably find out more mid next week. They're just going to rest up at this point.
He ain't skating no criticism either. I hear a lot of people talk. A whole bunch of talk about players that get injured. They can never. Why we bring him back? He can never finish the year. Why bring this guy back? He's hurt all the time. Like, this is the third year Max has been hurt. The third year,
bro.
I'm just saying. Like, all the time you talk about all these other tools getting hurt. Max is hurt every damn year. I almost died, and anybody say a motherfucking thing, and now he hurt again. So it's going to get to the point of diminishing returns in a minute. You keep messing up especially like the joints and stuff like that, bro. Like, at some point, them things don't bounce back.
Yeah, LS, man, you're saying we're not even going to get 4 wins. I predicted that prediction looks safe without question. And I don't know if we're going to be able to get into quarterback talk on this one because we want to get to this, but at the same time, we want to talk about the trade stuff. But real quick, I know, Severe, you're paying real quick some attention, man. Just top quarterbacks you're looking at. College.
Still my top guy is still Dante Moore. I'm starting to take a look at Ty Simpson. Mensa from Duke is another guy I'm looking at. He's like more a later round guy. Who else? Mateer is a guy I'm starting to look at a little bit. Nico's been playing really well. I know Chris has been Chris's boy for a minute. He's playing a little bit better, but part of the reason he's playing better is because they kind of simplified the system. So like, I still worry a little bit about processing stuff at the NFL level. But in terms of talent, just talent for talent, outside of Sellers, I would say outside of Sellers, Nico might be the most talented quarterback in college football. He's 6'7", can run, probably might have the top 5 strongest arm in all of college football. He's athletic, can move, but it's just that the other things that you kind of worry about with him.
That's true, man. Ruben throwing a super chat out there, man. I appreciate you. You're saying we won't fire Pete, but if we trade Max, he'll be forced to retire. He doesn't fit the timeline of a rebuild. If we want a young coach like Matt LaFleur, Rams OC, or Joe Brady, need the draft capital to make the job desirable.
True.
Absolutely. It's something that we've said on this on our lives, on these shows multiple times. I've said it's like when you get a 74-year-old head coach, it's not like he is not going to be here long enough to rebuild. No. And so the timeline, the whole trust the process thing, that doesn't work with the 74-year-old head coach. The timeline basically it skips 2 or 3 steps.
Yeah.
And so you should have hit playoffs this year. You should have sniffed or hit playoffs this year, knowing that year 2, you're making a push, you're making a run. And I think that's why he went and got Geno, because he thought veteran quarterback, it can get this thing rolling. So you gave up a third for that. So again, it felt like all of Pete's moves kind of felt like, I want to win now, but Spytek was oh no, we're in complete rebuild. So yeah, 100%. I agree with you. And you're right. We saw that with Ben Johnson, and we broke this thing down on in the war room as well. With Ben Johnson, he didn't come here because either we weren't in prime draft capital to get the quarterback, or we didn't have the quarterback, and he went to the quarterback. So I think you're 100% right, and we've been on that same page the whole time, man. Chris, any thoughts on that?
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I think, it's already going to be hard to get a good, coaching prospect here anyway. But, the main reason why we couldn't get a Ben Johnson is because of quarterback. We weren't going to be able to get that quarterback. That's why, probably Cliff, was okay with being an offensive coordinator somewhere else, because he knew we weren't going to get a quarterback. So, yeah. So I don't know, man. It's like you have to be in a position where you can get a young quarterback. And honestly, like I've been telling people, whoever our coach is as much as we didn't, a lot of people didn't like the whole Gruden 10-year thing. It's like you almost have to give that whoever the new coach is, like, look, man, we are going to let you build this thing and we're going to go through the ups and downs. I know Mark kind of said it, like, hey, if you got to, stand behind the coach you hired. And he's kind of talking about Pete, but Pete's, 74 years old. But like whoever our next long-term coach is, you almost got to give him that 10-year, plan. And again, I know as fans, it's hard to trust anybody for that. But at some point, you just got to be like, look, man, we're putting it in your hands. We understand it's going to be a bumpy road. It's going to probably start off bad before it gets good, but build this thing up. And you just got to let it. I know we always say trust the process, but at some point, we're going to have to really trust the process. Again, I know me and Severe were kind of on the same page here. Like a lot of you guys really, really, really hated Josh McDaniels. And McDaniels did a lot of bad things. But my thing is, I still thought it was a wrong move to fire when we did. It was a wrong move to me to fire AP when we did, because that sends a message to everyone else. Like no coach is going to want to come into this knowing that there's no stability. That's the only reason John Gruden came, because he got that 10-year deal. Like, and I know as a fan base, we're not going to want to hear it, but whoever that coach is, you have to give him a chance to go through the good and bad. And that's all there is to it.
Yep.
100% true. And the shitty part is us as Raider fans, we're now put in a situation with a 74-year-old quarterback that we can't go through that process with, because he won't be around, right? And at the end of the day, the problem is that if we look so bad, the problem is that we have nobody in the waiting that we were hoping Pete Carroll was going to prep somebody, and Chip Kelly ain't looking like it's it. I'm not a big fan of Patrick Graham as a head coach, but the moment you move on from this entire coaching staff, whatever you thought Pete Carroll could have done, like changing the culture and creating this winning culture, that's completely out the goddamn window with the players included, because the new head coach is going to bring in their people, their players. So, Severe Man, thoughts on just Pete, and is he going to be forced to retire if we let Max go and all that fun stuff?
I don't know if we'll force him to retire. I mean, before the season, ironically, right before we hired Pete Carroll, we were talking about it when we were interviewing, when we had interviewed him, and then I think I was on the show with Pharaoh Rundown, and I was just cooking Pete for how old he was, and then Jeff wanted to debate me about it, and then unfortunately I had to cook Jeff on the debate, But one of the people I kept bringing up was like LaFleur. Like we should hire a young guy like that instead of a guy like Pete Carroll, because the first thing you think about when you hire your head coach shouldn't be who's going to be my next head coach after this guy. Like that thought shouldn't cross your mind. But when you hire a guy that was 73 at the time, who's 74 now, like that has to be on your mind. If that's not on your mind, then you're stupid, because you have to think this guy is not going to be coaching at 78 years old, right? You probably don't think he might not even coach to 77. So that means at that point in time, your potential is capped. So it means you have a 3-year window to win a Super Bowl. So you either go all in and do everything you have to do in those 3 years to win it, or everything you're doing under that coach is a complete waste. Because even if he's the greatest coach of all time, the best you've ever seen in your life, if he doesn't win in those 3 years, then you got nothing out of it. And if he's terrible and you have to fire him, then those were years that could have been spent developing a younger head coach that are now gone and you will never get back. Like, like that's why the decision never made sense. People say, oh, he's a foundation builder. Like, you can't transfer foundation. You can't transfer culture, because a new coach is going to want to bring in their own culture. Even the very thought of you saying Pete Carroll is going to bring in culture lets you know that obviously the culture from the last head coach we just got fired is going to be destroyed. So why do you think when Pete Carroll walks away, or he gets fired, or he retires, that the new coach is not going to bring in his very own culture? So even the thought of you saying he's going to establish a culture lets you know immediately that the culture is going to change when we go to the next head coach. So it just never made any sense.
Good point.
100%. But I think we also said it's tough because we think Pete Carroll was our last resort and we were Pete Carroll's last resort. There was nowhere else to go from there. Which sucked. No one else. People were refusing interviews with us. They're like, we ain't touching the Raiders with a 10-foot pole. I'm going to go stay and be a coordinator over here, which is just crazy. But Rube, man, appreciate the super chat. LS, you're saying, I appreciate the super chat, man. Appreciate you throwing out there. And guys, LS, just being a member of channels, man, we appreciate you. We do have memberships available if you guys want to tap into those. Just support the channels. Chris Textual Podcast got his. Got the Severe Raider. I'm 805 Raider. My channel's Real Talk Raider Nation, man. We appreciate all you guys. And just so you guys know, we do a sub-only chat. Show appreciation to our subscribers. So if you want to be included in the chat, hit that sub button. We definitely appreciate it. But LS throwing a super chat out there. Despite Carroll regime is exactly the same as Ziegler, McDaniels, and Mayock Gruden. No one knows who's calling the shots behind the scenes. At this point, you're right. I mean, we just don't know.
We're all over the place, man.
All over the place. One looks like a rebuild. One looks like I want to win now, and it's just not meshing. It's tough. It is tough, without question. What up, SoCal Sal in the building? What's happening? Appreciate you popping in here with us. All right, let's see. I think I see another super chat down there. We're going to get down there in just 1 second. We're going to throw this one out here. All right, and then the super chat, I'm going to get to it. Geno Smith, QBR 7.7. We already talked about it just a little bit. The only thing I want to point out is that Geno Smith has a QBR 7.7. Geno Smith had back-to-back games with 3 interceptions. He should have had 3 interceptions the next game. He should have had back-to-back-to-back games with 3 interceptions. But then the moment Kenny Pickett comes in and he fumbles the first snap, Pete Carroll gets pissed off at his presser. Pete Carroll gets up on that podium and says, God damn it, of course he fumbles the snap when he gets in. But not a word about Geno Smith throwing 20 million interceptions.
Leading the league.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's been all these talks of favoritism. There's been all these talks about Pete Carroll just riding his guys. And the one time Kenny Pickett comes in, and who knows? I don't know if that was Kenny Pickett's guy. We traded for him. We gave him a 5th. But why the hell is that your first comment of Kenny Pickett for fumbling the snap, which never should have happened, but you see it happen with a backup quarterback coming in randomly. You see it happen. And Pete Carroll was real quick to say something negative about it, but not a negative word out of Geno regarding Geno Smith. Chat, let me know what your thoughts are on that. Severe, what's your thoughts?
Not only a negative word. He's still out here making excuses. He's still copping. He's still copping pleas for this dude, Geno Smith. Like, bro, like I don't know if he's took on a job as a public defender. He got a legal defense fund going for him. Like the way he's out here defending this dude, like he is Johnny Cochran out here for Geno Smith. Like it's crazy. It is crazy. And that's why I say, man, all these decisions people will keep putting on. Look, they want to blame other people. We know who's making these decisions, man. It's clear. It is quite clear. Perfect example. We had questions on who was the JPJ thing about. What was that about? Come on, bro. We know who that's about. Why is JPJ taking out the game? We putting in Kappa? Come on, dog. Come on. What happened?
I'm not letting you let Chip slide though. I'm not letting you let Chip slide.
Chip ain't sliding. Chip getting his because he only had 3 first downs in the entire game. Like people but I would say we all know who make personnel decisions. Like we all know. Like he talked about we didn't pull Geno Smith out of a game. We were getting Geno Smith 35 years old. He didn't pull Geno Smith out because he needed to practice. We getting our asses kicked against the Chiefs, and he pulls out a second-year player in Jackson. He don't need practice. But 35-year-old Geno Smith need practice. Like make it make sense, bro. And like it don't like he is a straight liar. She the deceiver, heartbreaker, and I won't let you back on my like, bro, you just been lying this entire time. It's like the lies is piling up. They piling up. They are mile high. And at this point, the world sees it. This fool went out there and actually said, like, oh, I think it's gonna be this bad. like what? Like,
the nerve. The nerve.
Like it's just crazy, bro. Like he look, it's Mr. Magoo at this point. Like you looked at this team and thought we was competitive. Like you thought we was competitive, man. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous.
It is, man. Chris, anything on that? I think Severe.
Nah, he
worked that one out
the park. He hit that bad boy out the park, bro.
He did. Mutation, man, with this throwing a super chat out there. I appreciate you. I switched to the Chiefs after week 3, and it's been one of the best decisions of my life. I love football again, and getting to watch the Chiefs destroy the Raiders this past Sunday actually made me cry. It felt so good. I mean,
live your life, big dog.
I ain't mad at you, brother.
I ain't mad.
Enjoy your good life.
Hey, man. You are
protect your peace.
Exactly. Damn right. You damn right. I ain't mad at you, man.
It's tough work, but hey, if that's your therapy, it is what it is because you know the Raiders ain't giving nothing.
Chirp like they chirped on that Monday. Your breakfast tastes better. You know, the water, your ice water was a little colder, and you're like, it's everything. Man. It's better.
Oh man, hey man, Mutation. I appreciate you throwing a super chat out there, brother. Unless man, no coach or GM is ever gonna come and do things that make everybody happy. They're always going to come in and do certain things that piss you off no matter who they are. That's true. Like, you're not going to please the entire fan base, especially the Raider fan base. We are very hard to please. So I'm with you on that, man. My take, you're saying it's time to find a young offensive mind coach. To me, yes, we need to get a QB also. I think we all agree. It's time to start that process. If we could, like, if a Joe Brady came over, a Matt LaFleur came over, I think us as a fan base can finally sit back and go, let's let this thing play out for 3 years. And here's the thing. I don't care if you even go to the Super Bowl in year 3. I'd be cool if you made the playoffs. I'd be cool if we just started to see the trajectory go in the right direction.
Yeah.
And that would be my thought, man. Chris, what's your thoughts on that?
No, I'm with you, man. Yeah, it's like I said, we're just in such a dark place, man. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But what I do want to say is salute to Chris Smith with the super chat. And that's Christopher Smith, father right there, man. I always got to give him a shout out, man. I met him at the Baltimore game, man. So every time he pulls up, definitely got to show him love. But yeah, man, it's just tough, man. As a fan, we're so defeated. We don't know what feeling good even feels like anymore. We just get teased, and I don't know. I really don't know where to start, man. It's just all this. You just keep looking at this list, man, and we're just a joke. We're a joke, and it's going to take a while to get it going in the right direction. But with the decisions we're making, we're nowhere close for it even to get to that point. So, like, I wish I had something more poetic to say, but I don't, man. We're trash. We're dumpster juice. What did Cam Ward say? Like, we ass. We ass, bro.
Man.
Oh, there's to it, man.
Yeah. And yeah, appreciate Chris Smith throwing a super chat out there. That's awesome, man. Shout out to him. Let's see. Ellis, you're saying LaFleur wouldn't come here if you offered him $100 million.
Bro, come on now.
Yeah, why would he come here?
Why would, bro? We have to. We're getting to the point where we're gonna have to start offering like ownership stake in the team for somebody who want to coach here.
Right.
Like, we're at that, bro. Like I said when we fired Josh McDaniels, I'm like, bro. Like, mark my words.
Yeah.
People see this.
They do.
They see how you dogged them. They see how the fan base dogged them. They see how we gave them essentially no shot to try to build the team in his own image. Like, and we fired him. We didn't even give him a full 2 seasons. We didn't even give him. Did we give him a full season and a half? I don't even know if we gave him a full. I don't even think we gave him a full season and a half. Yeah. Like, we gave him a season and like a third. Like, bro, like. even if it's bad, yeah, let him finish the year out. Finish the year out at least. Get rid of him in the offseason. If you fire him in the most embarrassing way possible, like it made no sense. And then you think we would have learned from our mistake. And we didn't. We did the same thing with AP. And again, we fired the guy in the most embarrassing way possible. Not like we just letting the guy go. We let the guy come up after the year and talk to the media and say he thinks he has the job. And then the next day we ask him. And then we send out the reports that, the Raiders keeping Tom Telesco. They're going to keep Tom Telesco. And what happens? Right after those reports come out, we fire him too. Like, nobody's going to want to come to this team. Like, bro, what are we offering? What are we bringing to the table? Like, I laugh about this now because at the time I really wanted Cliff Kingsbury. He's one of the guys I identified as an OC. And now I think about it, like, bro, we came to Cliff Kingsbury. Like, look here, guy, we got Aiden O'Connell and Gardner Minshew, but you only get 2 years. Like, yeah. Like what?
Like, what are we doing?
The disrespect. Like, I would have laughed in their faces as I slammed the door behind me. Like we not bringing anything to the table, man. Like we're gonna have to get one of these like super low key, super low on the totem pole. We have to hire like a quarterbacks coach. That's where we're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to do like Lane Kiffin, Steve Sark. Even Sark told us no. Like Stark walked around Oakland, looked at the stadium, looked at the facility, and told Al Davis, like, bro, you can kiss my ass. I'm going back to college.
Go get my homeboy Lane. Lane was
exactly.
Lane 21 years old. He just now old enough to drink. He'll do it.
He set Lane up something. He must have had beef with Lane. Or he wanted the full offensive coordinator duties. He was like, yeah, if I get rid of Lane, bro, that's my fast track to a college job, because he set Lane up something vicious. And we did Lane dirty too. So it's like, bro, time after time we do coaches dirty.
Yeah,
do coaches dirty. Now, despite what you think of them as coaches, despite if they're bad, like, it's politics. At the end of the day, it is politics. You have to understand the coaches and agents. It is a fraternity. All these guys know each other. These agents work for other clients. So if you do one coach dirty, then you might as well cross off 4 or 5 other coaches, because they all have the same agent, and that agent is going to hold a grudge against you. Like, the politics game is real, and the Raiders have not been playing it correct since Al. Al's the first person to not play it correctly. Just back then we were so good that it didn't matter. It was a different league. Free agency hadn't been started yet. As soon as the second free agency started, we've been trash ever since. That's not a coincidence. That is not a coincidence.
That's true. Now, last man, he said, is it possible that Pete Carroll was a stepping stone to Chip Kelly's head coach? I've said it for a long time. It's the only thing that makes sense. You're bringing a 74-year-old head coach that you know is not going to last, most likely, his contract. You give him 3 years with the 4th-year option. He ain't last the option, let alone 3 years. But here's the thing, is that you needed someone that was going to take over. And if you brought in Pete Carroll to change the culture, then there's no way you had to continue on with somebody that was already in the building. And the only way that you could pull a guy like Chip Kelly that just won a national championship, one of the better offensive coordinators in college football, to come over here to be an offensive coordinator in our situation, I think it only made sense that they thought Chip Kelly was going to be the next guy. Because Mark Davis already tried to bring over Josh McDaniels, a young offensive-minded head coach, and I think he wanted to try to replicate that. And the only way that you could get Chip Kelly from his position is make him the highest paid offensive coordinator in the National Football League and give him somewhat of a promise underneath saying, hey, you are the next man.
You're next. Yeah.
I think that's the only way you bring Chip Kelly over, because there was no way to entice any other higher caliber offensive coordinator to come over here and take over this offense. There's no other way to do it. So I do think that was the plan. And I don't know if it will remain the plan based off the way this offense looks, because Jesus Christ. Chris, any thoughts on that?
Yeah, no, honestly, I think you're right. I think that's why Chip Kelly comes, because I think he believes this is his chance to really get an opportunity. I think in his mind, I can turn this offense into something. Pete will probably leave in another year or two, then it's my show, you know. And honestly, I think I mean it makes sense, you know. But and that's the reason why I can't stay off of Chip, because I feel like, you know, during that conversation, like he had to get those assurances, like, look, man, you know, I'm letting you take care of this offense. Now you may have to take my son as an O-line coach, but this offense is yours. The offense is yours. So I do think, and that's why I didn't want Chip, because I'm like, the overall plan is for him to become a head coach again, you know, and that's why I didn't want him. And, you know, I think he has, you know, a pulse on this defense. And I you know, again, I know I'm blaming Pete for, you know, he has to take all the blame, but, you know, I just cannot let Chip just kind of skate, you know, under the radar. I just can't do it.
And Hunter, man, we're going to talk about Max in just 1 second. What up, LA Raider? What's going on, brother? Appreciate you. What up, DJ? What's going on, man? Appreciate everybody that's rocking with us. Unless I swear to God, LS. Jesus Christ. What up, Dre? What's happening, brother? Appreciate you popping in here with us. Fambo, what's going on? LS, another super chat in here. I appreciate you. Tax benefits are the only genuine upside with us. If that is an upside.
Right.
Appreciate you throwing a super chat. I think we have another one down here. Let's go. We got Raider Dad in the building. Throwing a super chat. This organization is so dysfunctional on every level, including Pete's hypocrisy. There is no way upper management doesn't clean house at the end of this season. I don't see us winning again. If we just win 2 games, I just don't know how you don't move on knowing that the stepping stones just it doesn't look like they're built even in year 1 with a quarterback with a head coach that's 74 years old.
No.
Like, you missed out 1 full year of opportunity to just start to improve. And we're seeing none of it, which sucks. Yeah. But the hypocrisy is 100% real. Raider Dad, man, I appreciate you. Right. What up, Jay? What's going on, man? Okay, Raider Nation 510, what's going on? Let's do this. All right, we got a couple more. Chris, 8 straight divisional loss. Crazy fact, sucks, right? Caleb Von Chason had more points. Shout out to you, Chris. You sent that over to me. Caleb Von Chason had more points on Sunday than the Raiders offense. Jesus Christ. And here's one thing. I'm gonna put something up, guys. Chat. I'm going to turn this thing over to Chris. Let me take this thing down real quick. We're going to pop up the other one. We're going to rock this out right quick. Hold up. It's in here. I'm going to send it on over to Chris, and Chris has got something for you guys. Chat. Let me take this thing down. Add screen. All right, chat.
Let me take a swig of my port real quick.
Go for it, man. And
all right,
bang. Guys. Take it over, Chris.
So, Mohamed Sanu and Rod Smith, as we know, these are, you know, some pretty good receivers. You know, they had, you know, pretty good career. What I need to know from their chat, because I know we have a very knowledgeable chat, what do these 2 guys have in common? I mean, I know it's a real vanilla question. I mean, it could be anything. But I want to know, what did these 2 young men have in common? Did they go to the same college? Did they run a similar 40-yard dash? Do they have the same baby mama? Did they go to the same high school? What do these 2 men, receivers, let's see, Raider Nation, he said they're big possession wide receivers. You're absolutely right. That is something that they do have in common. They are big possession wide receivers. Let's see, Panda, he said they have a better QBR than Geno. You're funny. That's funny.
That's probably true. That is probably true.
That is probably true. Hey, Coach, we're going to get to your super chat in just a second.
Like, check Jacoby Myers' QBR. Probably does too.
That is funny. That's a good one. That's a good one. Let's see. Someone else said, let's see. And more touchdowns. He said they're both trash. That's funny. He said, didn't they both play quarterback at one point in their career?
They probably both had career highs against the Raiders, I'm assuming. So I know Sanu cooked this one year. I know Rod Smith for sure cooked. He cooked this multiple times.
A lot.
So I'm assuming they both had career highs against the Raiders.
See, Accelerator, he said they both have O's and D's in their names. That's good. That's good. They do.
Yep.
They do.
Coach, we're going to get you a super chat in just a second.
Absolutely. Let's see. Anyone else, man? Anyone else? Anyone else? All good answers. All good answers. But let's see. I mean, anyone else, man? I know we have the smartest and brightest chat. He said Rod Smith was better. Okay, I got you. They both tall and they both are taller. That's a good one.
And our chat's got a bunch of jokes too. We got a bunch of jokes.
My dog, Tommy Moore. You know
Let's see.
Let's see.
What else, man? They both got.
Isaiah. So the question is, what? Or Chris, you
just tell me, like, what do these two receivers have in common?
Did they both
both are men? Yes, they both are men.
Did they both get baptized for a game like Travis Hunter?
All right, y'all ready? Okay, here we go.
Let's see it.
Both of these gentlemen have both passed for more than 67 yards in a game. Both of these men, both of these receivers have passed more than 67 yards in a football game.
In a single game.
These two big possession receivers. Mohamed Sanu, September 23rd, 2012, against Washington. They were the Redskins back then. He passed for 73 yards and a touchdown.
I got a touchdown too.
A touchdown.
Now you ask me too much, Chris.
And a touchdown. So I don't even know what his QBR was, but we know
yards
it was
and a TD.
7.7.
Come on, bro.
Rod Smith.
That's wild.
In KC, October 5th, 2003.
Kansas City.
Rod Smith threw for 72 yards. Are y'all hearing me? Hello? You know what? I don't hear nobody.
Rod Smith did it against KC. He's thrown for more yards as an AFC West player against KC than Geno Smith has.
God, Jesus.
Hello?
Oh, yeah, Quirk. I remember Randall L. getting some work in passing that ball, too. I'd be curious if Randall L.
We know they did, like him and Cordell Stewart, but like those guys, were quarterbacks. But Rod Smith, those are pure receivers.
Pure.
Rod
Smith was undrafted too. Rod Smith was going to like a D2 school. He's undrafted. He's undrafted.
It would have been crazy if it would have been crazy. And Coach, we're gonna get up to your super chat here, man. It would have been crazy if they put in Jacoby Myers and he threw for more than 67 yards in a goddamn game. Because I heard emergency quarterbacks can be pretty good. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there.
I actually thought when they put Gardner in,
living in glory days.
I thought they was gonna let Gardner cook. I ain't gonna lie,
bro.
I thought they was gonna let Gardner cook.
I did too. I thought Gardner was gonna drive down the field, score a touchdown, and eat a booger right there. Like, what y'all thinking? Eat a booger right there in our face.
Oh, man. All right. So, Coach throwing a super chat out there, man. Chris, that was a good one. I think in the chat, you guys made it fun. He said, I get what Severe is saying, but at the same time, every coach the Raiders fired built a house that fell down. Should they keep the bad contractors?
See, that's the issue, Coach. That is the issue because none of them built a house. And now, did they build like the framing? And you didn't like how the framing looked? I don't like the framing. Yeah. I don't like that you're using cherry. I don't like this wood. They didn't build a house. It takes time to build a house, especially you live in California. I don't know other places. You get put them down. But it takes time to build a house. You get the framework, and then you gotta get the drywall, and then you gotta, you do the plumbing and the electrical. We didn't even let them get to that stage, right? And it comes to a point in time where, let's say this. Okay, let's keep it on your example. You hire these contractors, and then you fire them before they finish the job. You didn't let them get through the job. They're in the middle of the job. They're letting you know, I need more time to finish the job. You fire them and you badmouth them. And you do it to multiple contractors in a row. At some point, people are like, these contractors can't be bad. At some point, it's you. It is your fault. And that's what, and then what you got to do? You got to bring this old ass contractor out of retirement that ain't built houses since the 80s. That's what you got to do. Like, and then you're stuck with this weak ass contractor because nobody else will take the job. And guess what? And if you fire this contractor, then you're shit out of luck because nobody. So now you're at the point where, well, damn, I got to let this guy finish. I almost am forced to let this guy finish unless I'm about to go to construction class and build this motherfucker myself. Because you done burnt your bridge with every contractor in town. So now we're between a rock and a hard place because should Pete Carroll be fired for this performance? Yes, he should. But now a pattern has developed where you're firing all these other people. So there's almost no way out. The only out in this situation is for Pete Carroll to do the noble thing and walk away gracefully. But there's one big issue with that. Pete Carroll don't know where the exit at. He doesn't know where the exit is. He lost. He's walking around the building. He can't find his way out. So there you
just running the walls. God damn it, Severe. That's wild.
This is our life, y'all.
This
is our life.
But Coach got one more super chat. Jay, you're saying, man, this is gonna make me start drinking and then smoking. Yes, man, it's crazy work. Jay Slinger, what's going on, brother? Good seeing you in here. Yeah. Giving Chris some love over there. All right, Coach, and you're throwing it out there again. Another super chat. Appreciate you. You're saying, watch the Raiders be persecuted for bad contractors. Look at the nonsense Carroll's doing. It's been this way almost every coach, and I think, Silver, you kind of addressed that in what you just said, but it's just the reputation that the Raiders are getting with all the moves in the past. I'm with you. Anything you want to add to that one, Severe?
No, I mean, I think, like the one time we seriously did it, we done rebuilds twice where we did a complete teardown job, right? Reggie McKenzie came in here, he tore everything down, built it back up. I think 3 years after he was hired, we go to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Right? And the same thing, John Gruden does the same thing. Comes in, trades Khalil Mack, trades Amari Cooper, cuts everybody, gets rid of everybody. I think like 4 years or 3.5-4 years later, we're in the playoffs. It's like you have to tear it down. Like the two guys, the two times we've given people an opportunity to do tear down jobs and given them time to do it, we've gotten to the playoffs. So why don't we just do that again? It's this habit we have of keep firing guys. That's why we don't have any success. You can't build any traction if you just keep firing people because they don't win immediately. When like obviously it's going to take time because the last guy didn't win. Like you think your personnel was so good that like the next guy is supposed to just take off running with guys that he doesn't know that he didn't win in the first place. Like it just makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. In Rosetown, I'm not yelling at you. I'm yelling just in case Pete Carroll's watching so he can hear me.
Chris, anything you want to add on that?
No, I mean, it's a spot on, man. It's you got to tear it down. And the thing is, like we made the playoffs with both those teams in spite of bad drafting. That's the thing. Like, imagine if Gruden really like luckily he was able to get Max. He was able to kind of find Renfro later. Renfro. But like, and Josh was good. But imagine if like someone like a Ozzie, what's the name? Ozzie Newsome would have had those 5 first-round draft picks in 2 years. Or like, like somebody that could like honestly say what you want to Let's Go. Give them 5 picks to Telesco. I guarantee he would have made something like Telesco did his thing. From a draft standpoint. Now, we can say whatever we want for other decisions, but I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like we got to do it. I know it sounds bad. I know we all love Max, but the thing is, with Max, we've won 2 games. We've won 2 games, man.
We have.
And it's not even like Max is dominating. So it's not even like he's putting up Myles Garrett numbers, man. So it's not like he's really being a true game changer. Like, good offensive coordinators know how to neutralize him, at least, make him be less of a menace, man. And that's what we're saying. That's what we're not going to play the Titans every week. Unfortunately, we're actually getting into the roughest part of our schedule.
Yeah,
let's I love Max. I wish him the best, man. Let him go chase a ring, man. He deserves.
We were supposed to just come out of the easier part of our schedule,
right? That's
and now it's going to get nasty work. So
it's going to be nasty. We're not going to win another game. We're not. That week 17 I was talking about against the Giants. Forget about it.
Man.
Forget about it. Give me a cannoli.
And real quick,
unless you playing Russ, that's the only hope. We gotta be playing Russ, and Cam Scatterwood got to be hurt.
The other thing I'll add to this real quick, and then we'll probably have to talk potential trade candidates. Maybe we'll surprise you guys again. For you guys that don't know, YouTube does not want us doing the film breakdown. We're going to try to get creative. We might be able to hit you guys with something, but basically, the problems they were having last Wednesday, they're basically just shutting the stream down if we go live stream and break down game film. So it's tough. That's what they're doing to us. But we're going to try to get a little creative. We might try to hit you guys with something, but we're still going to go live no matter what. Talk the topics. The Raider War Room ain't going nowhere. We just might have to switch some things up. But
the thing is, we don't ask for much. Hit the damn like button, bro. Double tap the screen. That's it.
100%.
That's it, man. That's it.
That's all it takes. All it takes.
I'm over here drinking some old ass wine, man. You know what I'm saying? All I need is a like button, man. That's all I'm asking for, man.
Chris needed that for this live.
God damn it!
He needed anything he could find in that bottom shelf way at the bottom.
All my 1800 going.
Oh man,
that was done on Sunday.
I mean, and then I try to be festive and drink my pumpkin beer, and my boys make fun of me, man. Like, I don't know what to do from here. I don't know what to do. God damn it!
It's always good times. And John Brady, you're saying Joe Brady, man. You definitely been hollering Joe Brady. And here's the thing, like, it's I 100% agree, and a lot of us, I think we agree, like, we have to find some sort of process. But the thing is, we did Raider things, and we just stuck ourselves with the head coach that can't give us a process because he's probably going to be gone just because of old age in the next year or two. Even if he was doing well, he might even just be gone. So it's like we picked ourselves a coach that we can't even roll a process with, which sucks. And so we did Raider things, and now we put ourselves in situations that it's like we're gonna have no choice but to move on at some point. So, but look, at the other day, we appreciate everybody. We actually did. We went over just some just fun facts of Sunday's game. We all know kind of how that went. We kind of talked. We're going to talk about some trade talks, but we got to go ahead.
I'm good. We're good.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, all right, Chris. You better go find what else is at the bottom of that drawer.
I'm still rocking, man. I'm mad. I just lost my damn bet, man. I'm mad.
Is that what it is? Oh,
which one?
Yeah, I lost a one. Like KG got his, but buddy, he only got 2 points in the second quarter, man.
Who KD?
No, KD got his 3, but what's his name? Shy.
Oh yeah, see that's what I was saying. That's them second quarters was the way they sub. That's all I was saying. It's always that second quarter because they substitution patterns. That's usually like he'll usually play the entire first and then part of the second, and then they'll take him out until like the end of half, right before half.
He was out the first half of the second quarter.
Yeah,
and then he scored 2 points. I needed one more, but that's my fault because I got greedy. I was just gonna do KD. That's it. But I was like, man. It's all good. It's all good. We rocking.
So let's do this. All right. We obviously have 2 players, right? We'll talk about Jacoby first, but then we'll talk about the hot one, which is obviously Max. There's obviously been ties to the Cowboys. All right. So let's talk about Jacoby first. Obviously, all the talks beforehand. Chat, with the state of what the Raiders are right now and the way that obviously we see things going, what are your thoughts early on before the game started? There was rumors about Jacoby Myers. A lot of us were a fan of extending him Me being one of them, given the fact that just what he brought to the locker room, type of player that he is. But obviously, we see what just the season has brought thus far. So, chat, let me know. Hit that hashtag Raiders. At this point, are you willing to keep Jacoby, move on from Jacoby? What type of draft capital would you accept for Jacoby? Let me know. Hit that hashtag Raiders. I'll do my best, try to bring it up. But let me kind of shoot it off to my guys, man. Chris, thoughts to Jacoby, man. Do you want to move on from him? What are your thoughts at this point?
Yeah, at this point, move on. Move on. I want to move on for everybody besides Brock and Genty. Those are the only guys that are safe to me. Everyone else has a price. And I love Jacoby. And I think that Jacoby is a guy that you want in the locker room. I think he's handled everything as professionally as he can. But the thing is, you don't want to take care of him, then go ahead and let him go somewhere else where he's appreciated. Let's go ahead and get all the draft capital we can. We probably should have traded him earlier on where he had more trade value. But I ain't gonna lie. I was okay with them not trading him. I wanted him to work something out and get him signed. But at this point, free these. I'm at the point now, free these guys. Like, I'm over here watching, Amik smiling on the sideline, having the time of his life.
Flourishing.
Having the time of his life, enjoying football. I'm seeing Josh Jacobs enjoying football. You see Sean Nixon, you see all these ex-Raiders enjoying Hell, guard dog, Gardner Minshew smiling, had that mustache smiling, Jimmy G having a good time. Like,
everybody.
Go let Max enjoy the rest of his career. Go let Jacoby enjoy the rest of his career. Be with a functional team, man. So, as much as I like Jacoby and I wanted him on my team, we're at the point now where, let him go. And honestly, I like Brock so much, but I mean, we can't give up Brock. We can't. So like I said, Brock, Genty, and for me, JPJ. Like, if we trade JPJ, I am going to go ballistic, bro. So those are the three guys that, to me, you can't trade. Because old ass Pete and Brendan and all them and Chip, they gonna be going. So let them be going, and then we can get our shit back together, move JPJ to center, and let's continue building. But those are the three guys you can't touch.
So, Severe, I'm gonna throw it to you in just a second. Dre, you're saying we're Spy Tech. Here's my thing: is I think typically GMs they're not going to address the actual media. They might just do those interviews with Lincoln Kennedy and those guys. I don't think Spy Tech's going to actually address the media to address any of this stuff. So GMs are usually just behind the scenes. So I don't think we typically see GMs step up and talk. Again, just to the media, right? And so, but let's see. What up, Chris for Raiders? What's going on, brother? Appreciate you popping in here.
What up, Chris?
Sub, man. Hey, Lalo, appreciate you. You said sub to say it's a team sport. Not boxing. Can't rely on Max.
Jonah?
That's a fact.
And that's wild. The only thing I will say, and I asked about Jacoby, because the way that we're seeing things play out, and I'll wait on this one after Severe, man. Severe, what's your thoughts on Jacoby? You think we move on from him? What are you thinking?
Yeah, we definitely move on from him. I mean, at this point, like would you want a higher pick? Yes, but a fourth or a fifth probably get it done. Fourth or a fifth probably get it done.
Whatever you can get, man.
Yeah, whatever you can get. People holding off for comp picks that won't even come until that next dress. Like, don't waste your time.
Don't even waste your time. Right.
Get what you can get while you can get it.
Right.
And like. That's it. Get what you can get while you can get it. Cut your losses at this point. We tried to keep him here because I guess we thought we had some figment in our imagination that we were going to be competitive. Obviously, that hasn't happened. He asked for a trade a long time ago before the season started. He's like, "Yo, just get me up out of here." and we didn't oblige at that time. And I'm similar with Chris, except I'll take it a step further. I'm trading everybody. Only people I'm probably keeping is Brock and JPJ. They give me a first for Genty. Oh, peace, bro. You gone. You are gone. You are out of here. You are, bro. A first for Genty.
Nobody will, though. Nobody will. Yeah.
You're done. Pack your bags, bro. Pack all your leather pants. Get you the hell up out of here, man. I don't want to see you in the city of Vegas anymore. Take all your lip gloss with you. Like, I don't want to see you out here no more, bro. Kick rocks. Like, I'm getting another running back. I'm getting another running back. Will it be as good as Genty? No. Will they be as effective as Genty? Damn near. We see what Cam is doing. So like everybody can go except for Brock and probably JPJ. Those are probably the only guys I'm really hanging on to. And look, if the price is right on JPJ, brother, you give me a second for JPJ, I'm thinking about it. You give me your first. You're done. But but everybody else, everybody has a price tag, and Tyree, but we throw him in for shits and gigs. Like, this is a combo package.
Hey, give me a bottle of port. Give me a bottle of port. I might go ahead and get rid of rid of Tyree, bro.
Out here, bro. Give me a pumpkin beer. I don't even drink. Give me a pumpkin beer.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. When you with us, yes, you do.
Oh no, he don't know. No, we ain't gonna do my boy like that. But Leo will.
Oh, watch out. Where's Leo at?
Leo put some grenadine in that mug and some sprinkles. Shout out to Chiolitis, man.
I love Leo, man. And so it looks like a lot of people are willing to kind of move on. Mike Turkey saying late fourth on Jacoby. Here's my thing, at least for me, is I know if you let Jacoby go, there's comp picks that'll be involved at some point. So you let Jacoby go, so there's going to be a comp pick. I don't know what that comp pick would be. I think it just depends on the contract that he receives. But here's the thing: we've now gotten ourselves in this situation where the season is done. So our trading power, our leverage is gone.
It's gone
when it comes to Max, when it comes to Jacoby, when it comes to anybody else. Our leverage is gone. So if us thinking that we're going to get a fourth, it ain't going to happen. Teams will start giving us a sixth.
I agree, man.
And that's the same with Max. If you traded Max at the beginning of the season, when you got him on that contract, that contract was brilliant.
Yeah.
I think you could have gotten possibly like 2 firsts and maybe like a sixth.
Yeah. You think
but like now, you might get 2 firsts. That's it. You might get a first and a second. Like teams are going to start so low.
Nah, you can still get 2 for Max.
But the thing is that
I think
I think that they wouldn't accept anything. Which means you're not going to trade him. Which means he sticks around. Which means he ain't going nowhere.
I feel you there.
You know what I'm saying? And so the problem with that is that if you do cut bait with Pete Carroll and you try to entice a brand new young head coach to come in here, and they got 1 first round to work with, and if we screw up and win a couple games, and now that first round is not until like pick number 9, 10, 11. Ain't no young, hot,
that's over.
Candidate wants to come over here. So the only way that it could work is if you let Max go and you get 2 first rounders, or you settle with 3. It's the only way.
That's the only way, bro.
And so, and then the question mark after that is, who the hell even wants to come over here if we are in such a mess?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so, and again, on top of that, what if we stick with Pete? Do we want to give Pete 3 first rounders to mess with, given the fact that he ain't going to even be here? You're not going to be here to see that quarterback flourish or potentially have a chance. And the next guy that comes in is like, yeah, that ain't my guy.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's why when asked what would you do, it's such a complex answer because there's so many
complex.
It is, man. It's so many layers to it. And it's like, no, you can't have a 74-year-old coach with those picks because he's not going to be there to see it through.
Oh my God.
He's not going to be there to see it through.
And so, and shot going back to the question, Kevin Lurker, Jacoby don't want to be here. I would not blame Jacoby for not wanting to be here.
He didn't want to be.
You know what I'm saying?
He told you already. He been told you he didn't want to be. That's the thing. He said like, "Yo, trade me, please."
But you know the thing though, the reason he don't want to be here is because he felt disrespected.
Yeah, 100%.
That's the worst part. If the Raiders just would have did right by him, he would have still been the guy that just put his. And the thing is, even now, he's still putting his head down, still coming out trying to work. The only reason he's even saying this stuff is because he's required to come up in the pressers and talk to the media. He's not trying to be a diva. He's only answering questions that are asked to him. That's it, man. But like I hate and the thing, and like I always say, the Raider Nation is going to start a smear campaign. Now pretty soon it's about to be on Jacoby. It's going to be
already before the season. It was starting to smear. Why do you wait till the eve of the season?
Exactly.
He ain't no good receiver anyway.
Exactly.
We got Amari Cooper in here. He couldn't take the.
Jack Best. We got Jack Best. We don't need him.
How'd that turn out? Amari Cooper is. Amari Cooper is. Whew.
Yeah, he's like,
I'm good.
I dodged a bullet.
I'm cool. Jack Best ain't done a damn thing. So it's like, you know, and he still has time. Obviously, he still has time. But people said that before the year, like, oh, he was threatened by, he was threatened by Amari Cooper. Like what? About Amari Cooper? Did you see Amari Cooper last year?
He looked like me. You look like me out there.
Look, I'm telling people, as soon as Jacoby goes somewhere else, just like we talk about all these other people, they just
gonna cook.
It's like you have a homegirl who was in a bad relationship, and she just look downtrodden and she's not happy. And you see, as soon as you get out that relationship,
you get the right guy.
This is where she is sister glowing. She's shimmering, shining in the light. It's like girl,
cooking for her man.
Wait, getting dressed. It's the same situation. They just got a whole new glow about you. As soon as you get away from that basket, that's all the ex-Raiders is Darren Waller getting multiple touchdowns, Devontae out here getting multiple touchdowns, and Harper killing, Meek Robertson cooking, Neil Farrell and Byron Young each have Super Bowls.
Super Bowl.
Each of them. Super Bowl rings. Did they do anything to earn them? No, but they have them.
Neil Farrell played in that Super Bowl.
Half the rich people in this country didn't do a motherfucking thing to earn the money they got, but they got it, and that's all that matters.
True. That's 100% true. God damn it. And look, before we start talking about trading other people, because we're gonna fully get into the Max topic real quick. But here's the thing, Ellis, you're saying teams could probably get JPJ for a third. Here's the thing: is like if the ultimate plan is to trade JPJ, if that happens, because they've been messing with JPJ way too raw. Like, it's just stupid.
If we get rid of JPJ, you guys are going to have to block me. Like, you guys are going to have to literally do a press. No, seriously. No, you think I'm joking. You guys are going to have to go here and be like, look, whatever Chris says, we do not support, because I'm going to go off. I'm probably going to be canceled.
We have to put out a Craigslist ad.
Severe, if we move on from JPJ, Severe, you and I will fly to Cleveland. We'll do a live with Chris, and we'll control Chris. We're gonna have to control. We'll fly. We'll
fly to Columbus.
I'll bring you
some real tacos.
Taco place in Columbus.
I'll bring you some real tacos in Columbus. Yep. you eating them Fernando Mendoza tacos.
But here's the thing, in my opinion. If your ultimate goal, if we end up trading JPJ, why the hell would you bench him to lower his value? Like, and I'm not saying it's going to happen, but if it does, and you bench JPJ and other teams are seeing you're benching him for Alex Kappa, they're basically going to be like, yeah, we could have given you a third, but we're now going to give you a fifth. Just because we now know you're benching him, you don't even want him. Like, you're screwing up his value, bro. If that does go down, so I'm just gonna throw that out there, which sucks. The Raiders, but in addition to that,
too, like they put out the thing, they put out the report that they're buyers and sellers. Like, motherfucker, how are you a buyer and a seller? What kind of dumb shit is that?
It's a struggle.
Stupid.
It's a struggle. What are we doing?
It's stupid. It's so obvious that you're just trying to make it look like you're not desperate right now. So, oh man, the Raiders, they might be trying to acquire some people and go on a no, bro. That's not what happened. That's not what happened. Everybody knows we trash. You know we trash. So Pete Carroll up there. Pete Carroll, the only person that don't know we bad. Everybody else know we bad. So like it's obviously, bro, you ain't buyers. Like who? First of all, who's gonna want to come here, and who's gonna make a difference if they come? We gonna get 6 first downs now. We're gonna double our first downs and get 6 and still get our ass whipped. Like this, ain't nobody finna. Jerry Rice could be on this team, and we still losing. We still losing by 28 points in that game. We might have gotten field goal range with Jerry Rice. Like it's not gonna make a difference.
No. Apparently, there's 3 untouchable people, guys. All right. Apparently you didn't know, but according to Coach, Tommy Ami is off limits. Okay, so whoa. Hey, off limits, people.
I would trade Tommy Ami for a bucket of chitlins,
or just some Jamba Juice. I don't know.
Don't even gotta be cleaned. I'll clean it myself. Give me that red bucket of chitlins. You can have Tommy Ami.
I would trade Tommy Eichenberg for the T that's missing on his nickname. Like that's to get him up out of here.
Oh shit, had to do it, Coach. Had to do it. But apparently there's 3 untouchable. I'm just saying,
bro.
According to Coach Chris, man, I appreciate you becoming a member, man. Remember, all 3 of us do have memberships. If you want to support the channel, we definitely appreciate it. Rundown in the building. What's going on, brother? What's happening, man?
Salute the rundown, man.
100%.
Rundown ain't real.
But hey, I thought I was going to see him run down that Titans game, but apparently not.
You're never going to see rundown. And honestly, this new rundown, like he's compromised. I don't know if Chip Kelly found something like some compromising pictures of rundown or something, but the way that rundown and Severe are like protecting Chip Kelly, but Severe has a reason because Chip Kelly was the coach for his college team, so you gotta have your man's back. But rundown don't give nobody grace, bro. He don't give me grace. He don't give nobody grace.
Nobody.
And the fact that he's giving Chip Kelly all this grace, it needs to be investigated. I'm putting him on a full RICO investigation.
I think if you let Chip Kelly do his thing, would it be great, fantastic? No, because there's still issues as we've seen with play calling and play design. So there'll still be issues there. Would it be better than this? It'd be better than this. Like Pete Carroll put both his sons on the staff on the offensive side.
Oh God!
He got his son as the offensive line coach and run game coordinator. Chip Kelly's bread and butter is the run game. That's what he does the best. Is designing run plays, and then you got Nathan as the assistant quarterbacks coach. You got Nathan coaching his adopted son, Geno Smith, and you got the other son as the run game coordinator, O-line coach. It's like Chip Kelly's a former offensive line coach who loves to run the ball. So what do? You don't let him hire an offensive line coach and you put somebody else in charge of running the ball. Like it just don't. He's hampered. He's hampered right now. It's like it's like taking Batman's utility belt. Like, brother, it's only so much I can do, bro. I ain't got no. It's like, what do you want me to do?
What do you got,
bro? Superman flying. You got Wonder Woman. They got a lasso, and I was like, bro, I'm just rich. I'm rich with gadgets. You take my gadgets, bro. I'm just
Severe.
strong.
I'm not letting that go, bro. I'm not letting that go because we had a bread and breakfast offensive coordinator in Tom Walsh that had a better showing. He never had a bad showing as we had on Sunday under Chip Kelly. Tom Walsh and the bread and breakfast offense was not as bad as your boy.
Peep this, though. Peep this. Tom Walsh from a bread and breakfast, right? But guess what? He's from a bread and breakfast, so Art Shell let that man cook. He let that man cook. And let him cook. And Chip ain't been able to cook. And now, was the meal good? Would the meal be? No, the meal probably still mid. It's probably still Raising Cane's without the sauce, right? It's still like ain't no flavor there, but it would be better than what it is.
God damn it. And Kevin Lurker, I saw you coming. I knew that's what you meant about Jacoby. I was just saying in a different than yes, 100%. It is obvious he doesn't want to be here. But I knew that's what you were saying, man. I just had to throw a different tone at it. And so, LS, man, you're saying, is that potentially the long-term plan for all these guys on one-year deals, cash in on comp picks? How does that work?
We're not even that strategic to do that. We're not even that strategic.
I know. But look, it is a way to somewhat look at, you got, if Devin White goes and he actually has a decent year and someone actually gives him a decent contract, we might be able to get like a 6th-round comp pick for Devin White if they move on, stuff like that. So I don't know exactly how it works, but we have a shit ton of people on either the last year of their contract or 1-year contracts. And the thing is we're going to have to move on from all these guys, or the mass majority of them. But at the same time, if we continue to shit the bed, who wants to even come back? We may not even have a choice to bring him back because they ain't going to want to be here.
Just double tap the screen, Jeremiah.
And so, Andreas, we suck. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. That's not who else want to be here. All right, let's see. I see. Might check industry trade proposal. Cleveland's first 2-round picks for Jacoby and Max. I don't know if they'd do it. They already got a high paid guy over there. And shit, the best pass rusher in the league. I don't know if they double up on that, but I'd take 2 first-rounders without question.
For sure. In a heartbeat.
What up, Jeff? What's going on, brother? I appreciate you popping in here. Good seeing you. Let's see. All right, LS, you're throwing another super chat out there, man. I would give a 6th for someone to take Tommy. Coach, you hear that? Coach, did you hear that? I'd give someone a 6 for someone to take on me. Those are fighting words with Coach.
I'd want a bucket of chitlins. That's all I want.
Oh, man. Coach. Oh, man. But LS, man, I appreciate you throwing a super chat out there.
Guys dig on me. Pause. Pause.
Oh, man. That's good times. Yes, Jason Downs. Good news. We ain't losing this week.
Only thing I've been digging is Money Checks Mama. That's the thing I've been digging.
God damn it, Saphir. It just don't stop between you guys. God damn it.
Man.
Let's see. Frank's into the building. Yeah, I agree. I don't feel like Kelly's an issue. Guys, we have a scheme. We have schemed open in Geno. We have seen opportunities for Geno. We broke it down. We've seen it.
Stop.
Open receivers. But the only thing is, I'm only going to counter that a little bit. As much as you can give credit, Chip, that for scheming some guys open at times, the only thing I'll say, and I'll say this about Luke Getsy last year, even though we broke down game film last year and we saw that there were opportunities for Minshew to find the open receiver, it's still on the offensive coordinator to coach up this quarterback for him to see it, and he's got a veteran. Gardner Minshew was a veteran, but then we switched to Aiden O'Connell. Luke Getsy had Aiden O'Connell, which was still a young quarterback. It was difficult. It's a very different situation with Chip Kelly. He's got a veteran quarterback. There's no reason why Geno Smith is not finding these receivers. It's either Geno's just not very good, which is tough, but it's also is Chip Kelly and Greg Olsen just not good coaches.
But the thing is, Geno, and honest, I'm not a Geno fan, but Geno has showed that he could play quarterback at a fairly high level in the NFL. He's already proven it. So that's what I'm saying. It's like with Chip, like what are we doing? Like if you really think about it, man, it's all about coaching and play calling. Look at Daniel Jones. Look at what's his name for
Sam Darnold.
Yeah, even Baker Mayfield, like these guys can go places if they're in the right situation and play good ball. Even Flacco I know he has a lot of weapons, so that you may not want to count that, but there's
Seattle got some weapons too, though. So
it's cool, but Cooper Kupp at the Rams wasn't good last year.
He was hurt. He was hurt.
He was
hurt too much.
Yeah. But I get what you're saying, Chris. I get what you're saying, because at the end of the day, right? It's just coaching matters.
It matters.
It's a big difference. Coaching matters. I don't.
Let me ask you this, Chris. Then let me ask you this. Then do you think coaching matters with CJ Stroud? I rest my case.
Hey, no, look,
open and shut case.
No, look, no. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real with CJ. You know why I don't like CJ because that was a $1,600 parlay I lost.
So I'm never emotionally just hate CJ.
No, but truth be told,
that's why he came in for Geno because he winning money off Geno. He's like, bro, it's not Geno's fault. He done
hitting those Raider parlays behind the scenes.
He done paid off his car out for Geno Smith. Like, bro, I started a small business.
The Texans, like, it was criminal that you get rid of his best line.
Yes.
Yeah, no, they did CJ wrong. But I didn't like CJ coming out of college though. Like, you liked him. I didn't like him.
I liked him too.
State, I didn't like him though.
He went to Ohio State. That's always going to be. He had his worst games against Michigan too.
But to go back to it, like, coaching plays a massive role in the success of somebody. There's no reason why Geno is throwing for 67 yards against the Chiefs. Like, there's no reason why Geno should, like,
especially when Mohamed Sanu and Rod Smith is throwing more than that.
Like, there comes a point where coaching plays a massive role, and the thing is, you can't let Chip off the hook. You can say Geno's not a good quarterback, and that's perfectly fine, but being the highest paid offensive coordinator has to amount for something. And right now we're just not seeing the benefits of anything. So it's tough. It is tough. Nah, man, what's going on, brother?
And that's why I got to stay on Severe, because Severe's kind of like Rundown. Like, they are the kings of accountability. They don't let nothing slide. Severe don't let nothing slide. And the fact that he kind of,
he's got the memory to not let it slide.
But he's letting Chip slide more than he would let anyone else slide, bro. And he knows
he wasn't handcuffed. If I didn't feel if it wasn't obvious, if it wasn't obvious favoritism, obvious handcuff, it's so obvious. Like, bro, you put both of your sons or offensive coaches.
Okay, no, you're right.
Both of them.
You're right, but the thing is, I guarantee that conversation.
If he had a third son, his third son would be
arrogant. Chip's so arrogant. He's like, I don't care who the coaches are. I'm Chip Kelly.
That's probably part of it too. But like I said, man, look, all Chip Kelly heard was $6 million. He was like, huh? What you said? $6 million. Like, yeah, but my son has been a coach. He's like, $6 million. And Nevada's no income tax, right? Oh, $6 million.
You're right.
That's what they think about. And he got away from Ohio in the winter. Bro, he gets $6 million, no state income tax, and he's not in Ohio for the winter. Bro, he is winning. That's like, he didn't give, at that point, he don't care. At that point, he didn't give a damn who was on. You could have put Art Shell as offensive line coach. He's like, hey, it is what it is.
That's what I'm saying. Arrogant though, like that's part of his arrogance, and that's one of the reasons I just don't like him.
But here's the thing, though. This is what's so screwed up. And Ruben, man, we're gonna get you a super chat. I appreciate you. This is what's so screwed up about our situation. Is you can't pinpoint it at one thing. Here's my thing: is you have a number 6 overall pick, and you're not really utilizing the kid. Like, look, all three of us were not the biggest Genty fan whatsoever at number 6, but we knew that he could be a good running back. There's question marks that he could be great, but we knew that he could at least help this running back find some success. But he touches the ball 6 times, or he has six rushing attempts. And the thing is Chip Kelly not using him because he doesn't have the confidence in the offensive line. And if he doesn't have the confidence in the offensive line, who has screwed up the offensive line? Pete Carroll's son, Brendan Carroll, with switching everything up. Like, it's just offensive line.
But my thing is, Chip is making it clear he don't like JPJ either, though.
I don't think that at all.
Come on, man. Come on.
I don't think that at all. Because I know what you're saying too. I know because you're looking at that comment. He's like, "Oh, I don't want his head to get too big." But that was clearly a joke. That was a joke,
bro.
That was a joke. He's like, because
it was a joke.
It don't even seem like he tells jokes.
But it was a joke.
That's why it landed so badly, because he's the least funny person in America. So he tried to tell a joke, and it's like got real awkward. It's like a dude trying to talk to a girl and they ain't got no game, so they just saying awkward stuff. It's like it coming off real creepy. It's like not necessarily. He just ain't got no game. He ain't got no swag, no charisma, no riz. So he trying to tell a joke. He's like, I don't want his hair to get too big. I can he's like, what? Like, what are you talking about?
Okay, but did you hear the follow-up, though? But did you hear the follow-up the following week where someone asked about Michael Mayer, and they said, hey, how was it to have Michael? This was after that JPJ joke, the week after. Someone in the media asked him, hey, how was it having Michael Mayer back? Were you pleased with just his performance, his first week back off of injury? And Chip Kelly's first response was, I definitely felt his aura. And he snapped back. He just joked back a little bit. Now, again, like, it was a joke.
But he's not funny. He's not funny at all.
Funny at all.
Yeah,
he's trying to be funny.
But this is where it sucks, though. In every single aspect of this goddamn team, you can't pinpoint exactly where the problem is. Like, who is the exact problem? Now, I think a lot of us can say Brendan Carroll sucks. Okay, like, we could all kind of put that out there. Like, his coaching history doesn't warrant him to be the offensive line coach. He shouldn't be here. The flipping of positions, I think we all can agree to that.
He's still playing.
Yeah.
But I know. But, like, I think that's what sucks about our situation is we can place blame in so many different areas, but we can't focus the blame 100% somewhere, and it just sucks. So, Ruben, I appreciate the super chat, man. You're saying my biggest fear is that we spend a lot of money next offseason to appease Pete and get talent, and it gets us 7 wins, and we try to get another coach, but the players on the roster ain't his guys. And I think that's one hell of a point, because we've been kind of saying that with the quarterback and obtaining all these draft picks is like, we can, if we don't let Pete Carroll go and we get all these draft picks and we try to bring all these guys in, and next thing you know, we just let Pete Carroll go, or for some reason Pete Carroll mysteriously just all of a sudden retires. We just handed him multiple first-round draft picks. And we altered this roster a little bit with all these 1-year contracts, these guys that are on the last year of their contracts, and we're gonna sit there and go, holy shit, we let them go. And if the next head coach isn't in this locker room, isn't on this coaching staff, we're gonna fucking flip the script all over again. And it's just like, this is why we're in such a shitty situation. We're not in a unique. We're I don't know it. There's no right or wrong answers at this point, to be dead honest with you, man. But Ruben, man, I appreciate the super chat, brother. And again, it's a point that we've made multiple times as it relates to the head coach situation. And you're right. Who knows what we're going to do if Pete Carroll's gone next year and we just handed over a bunch of draft picks to him. It's wild. It's wild, man. Guys, any thoughts on that?
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what we've been doing, though. That's why we need a complete teardown, because we're trying to mix and match all these parts, and they don't fit. Like it's like you're trying to put American parts on a German car. Like it's not going to work. It is not going to work. So you have to just tear this thing down to the studs and build from there, right? If you feel Max is a foundational piece, all right, keep Max. If you feel Genty is a foundational piece, all right, keep Genty. If you feel Brock is a foundational piece, keep Brock. But everything else can go. Everything else can go. So you gotta, at some point, you gotta just let it all out the building and start all over. The Raiders keep like it reminds me of like Eddie Murphy told this joke one time about like how he had an aunt that was clumsy. She always fall down the stairs, but she tried to break her fall, so it just make the fall last twice as long. It's like that's what the Raiders, like the Raiders, instead of just falling, they keep trying to hold on and like grab this. Oh my God, like no, but just fall. It's like you're just extending just fall straight down, get it over with, and then you get your ass back up. But the Raiders are just extending the fall, and we've been free falling for 20-some years because we just keep extending it.
That's true. Right away, what's going on, brother? Appreciate you. Jeremiah saying Geno's missing wide open receivers, but Chip needs to find a way for Genty to block, then leak out and you get check downs and opportunities. There's a lot of changes.
That, bro. Like,
yeah.
I mean, you got to learn how to combat, offensive line that's struggling. I mean, do we have any screens in our playbook? Any?
Only to tight ends, apparently.
Yeah, only to like. What are we doing, man? Like,
when you go,
you gotta do things to help your line out, man. Like, honestly, I gotta say, like, watching Andy Reid, man, like just the way he calls plays and switch things up, like he is by far the best play caller in the league. And I like my boy Sean McVay, second, but Andy, I mean, just the way that he just picked us apart. It was no problem. It's like they literally knew what we were gonna do before we did it, and it was. I don't know, man. I don't know.
We were the team to wake Kansas City up, right? They were struggling a little bit in the beginning, and all of a sudden, we're their wake-up game without question. Now, man, you're saying the O-line needs to address heavily in free agency. In the draft, no need to go ruin a rookie quarterback again without protecting the weapons. I think we all can agree to that now.
I agree. Like I'm not
there last year or last draft.
I'm not super big on getting a quarterback this year. I know a lot of you guys are, but for one, I don't like this class like that. Like I gotta watch more, but from what I've seen so far, none of them are worth a top 3 pick to me.
And I just gotta, one, for me, I gotta watch more of the quarterbacks, but 2, at the same time, I gotta figure out where we're drafting. What pick are we at?
Top 3. It's top 3.
I mean, unless we screw some things up, but
we'll mess around and somehow miraculously wins.
Even Parham can't help him this year. Even if Parham knows the assignment, there's nothing we can do. He knows the assignment.
He been on timing. Parham been know what's up. He been to us. It's just everybody else. Pete Carroll gonna dust off some old trick plays he got, and somehow somehow win the game that we shouldn't have won. They gonna drop us from 2nd to 7th. Exactly.
The Fumblerooski to win the game. The kid is the 7th pick overall.
The old Statue of Liberty play. And he gonna somehow win the game, man. It's like, Geno, all you gotta do is stand there, Geno. It's like even you can't mess that. It's like we're gonna somehow do some nonsense like that and we'll win the game we shouldn't. And it's gonna take us from 2nd to 7th. And we're going right. And at the 6th pick, the last franchise quarterback gonna go. It's watch. I'm telling you, bro. I remember vividly. Cleveland Pharaoh, bro. All we had to do was not beat the Broncos. He was like, "What are you talking about tanking?" I was like, "Bro, we can get Nick Bosa." Now, obviously, Kyler Murray ain't the guy, or Quinnen Williams. I wanted Quinnen Williams. Bro, we can have Quinnen Williams, or Nick Bosa, bro. Oh, just don't win. Just don't win.
I wanted Josh Allen, so I was cool where we was. I wanted Josh Allen, the linebacker.
Yeah, and
honestly, wasn't Ed Oliver still? Ed
Oliver's in that draft too.
He was in that draft.
Yeah, he didn't turn out.
My thing is, but coming out of college, I thought he was going to be way better than what he became. Though.
He was super undersized though. That's the thing. He wasn't like Aaron Donald undersized. He was super duper undersized, and he played at Houston. So I was like, bro, your competition ain't that nice. At least Aaron Donald had some cold competition. It was like, bro, you playing in at Houston? You playing for the Cougars? So it's but Quinnen, I thought Quinnen was in my opinion, he was the best player in the draft. I thought he was the best player in the draft. I like him better than Nick.
What's the name in that draft? Leonard Williams? Was he in that draft?
No, that was Amari Cooper. Out of SC, Big Cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, we picked Amari over Leonard Williams.
Oh, is that much of a gap? Why do I think he was around? Oh, okay, I'm tripping in. I'm way off then. All right.
But Ellis says, "Give me Bill Musgrave." Hey, Bill Musgrave. That's probably our last true decent offensive coordinator. Bill Musgrave was a bad man. I think he's over at Cal now. I think he's with Cal. But Dixon, Geno was nothing before and after the Seahawks. Even last year, Geno threw more picks than TDC did. He did, but you would think a highest paid offensive coordinator could help that out a little bit. It ain't working. It just ain't working, which sucks. Let's see. We're going to talk about, yes, Jay, Severe will keep receipts from 10 years ago. Yes, he will. This is why we all got to watch our words.
And that's why I don't like the fact that him and Rundown got chips back so much, because they both hold everyone accountable. They do. But for some reason,
I'm holding Pete Carroll accountable. That's who's accountable for everything.
Jeremiah, Brendan Carroll needs the demotion at the least. I think we all can agree to that without question. That man throwing a super chat out there again. I appreciate you. You're saying, truth be told, this season was a rebuild from the get-go. Silence in the building is now apparent. Why? We want to win now. Want is keyword. Fact. I think we said this again. I know I said this with Jay and Rundown. It's like, man, I just think it's Pete wants to win now, which makes sense. He's 74 goddamn years old.
Yeah, he ain't got time.
But Spy Tech is like, yeah, no, we in a rebuild, and that's what all free agent the free agency acquisitions were outside of Geno. Geno was the only I do want to try to win now move. That was it, and outside of that, it was all bargain shopping, and so I just think there's some miscommunication between front office and head coach.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, honestly, if Spy Tech, I mean, we should just rock with ALC then.
I see, but I think that's the problem. The problem is that we were halfway in, halfway out. Like you can't be halfway in because some of the moves say we don't want to rebuild, but then you go and trade a 3rd round pick for Geno Smith. Like, okay. And then, you hire Pete Carroll. Like, is that really like a rebuild coach? Like,
right.
He ain't going to think anything about no rebuild, right? So like, we were not fully committed to either side because like Pete Carroll came in talking reckless. He immediately was talking like Max, call your boy, whatever he's saying. Max, you better let him know. You better win. Like, no, he came in talking. He was talking that stuff. He was about to go. I've been winning 10 games for 25 years, and like he was coming here talking. He wasn't talking like somebody that knew they was about to get their ass whipped on a weekly basis. He was talking like somebody that thought they was finna win. Even now, he's confused. He like the old man in the Walmart parking lot. Like he don't know where the car at. Like he still, I can swear I parked it over. Like he doesn't know. He still think we competitive. Like bro, like what?
So let's. I'm gonna put the conspiracy theory hat on real quick, and this is just speculation. John Spytek is a brand new GM, right? He was over with the Bucks. Never was was basically a shot caller over there, right? Like he was never the final decision. But this is his first time as a GM, and GMs always want to. You got to make a first impression, right? This is the first draft you're ever going to have. This is your first overall pick you're ever going to have, right? So here's my thing: is he's a brand new GM. You have a coach in the building that has a very good reputation overall, right? He's always, wherever he's gone, he's been able to kind of turn things around. So you're going to lean on him without question. I wonder if, and again, this is just conspiracy theory, I wonder if John Spytek leaned a little too much on Pete Carroll and was convinced to bring in Geno based on Pete Carroll's experience with Geno, was like, hey, we also want to try to win now, be competitive. Geno's going to do this for us. And now he's starting to see the writing on the wall of Pete Carroll. The move from Geno, he's resenting that move. Maybe, obviously, with the outcome of what we're seeing now. And maybe he's sitting there going, holy shit, I never should have listened to you in the first place. Again, it's conspiracy theory. I have no clue. I'm just sitting there going, I wonder if Spytek is now going, holy shit, I should have never done that. I should have never trusted you. The shit you fed me ain't working out. And now there's a little bit of button heads going on in that front office and coaching staff. Again, and look, and you brought on your son to be the offensive line coach, which now we all see how that's kind of working out. Our offensive line is regressing, and that's got to be a part of coaching, in my opinion. So, again, it's just like that's just my thoughts. I don't know, but Severe, you look like you're about to say something. But now, man, I appreciate the super chat.
I was saying because like what makes me like the biggest move that makes me think it's not a rebuild, or they were conflicted on what they were going to do, is touchdown Tommy. Touchdown Tommy. Like I know it's just a 6th round pick, right? And in the grand scheme of things, how valuable really is a 6th round pick? But you took this guy knowing that he's coming from a lower level of competition to the NFL, changing positions, and you expect you couldn't have possibly in a million billion years have thought this guy is going to transform into a semi productive NFL wide receiver in the course of like 4 months from April to August. Like you couldn't, you'd have to be the dumbest person on the planet to think that could happen. So so you make that pick, you have to understand it's a project. So for him to not even be on the practice squad lets me know like that they didn't even have room for a guy like that even on the team at all. Like they felt they had to keep guys like Alex Bachman and stuff like that over him. Like I if you thought it was a rebuild, you let Cam Miller be your backup quarterback. Like you don't trade for Kenny Pickett. Like you let Cam Miller just be that guy. You keep that 5th round pick. You keep that asset in your pocket because like that can be valuable, whether it as a drafted player or as a potential compensation and a move up. So like they're doing these things that say like we want to win now, but then also doing things that like say like, hey, we know we're gonna be trash. So like that's what I'm saying. You either gotta be all in or you gotta be all out. Like you can't be halfway, because when you're halfway, then you do end up doing neither one of them well, and that's where we're at right now.
I'm with you. And now, I mean, you're saying firing coaches is not the answer. We've been down this road too long. We kind of touched on that earlier. It's just tough because with a 74-year-old head coach, it's like you're almost forced to this answer. Depending on, do you trust draft picks in more off seasons to a guy that's not going to even be here? Like, it's just, we know it's not the answer in a normal situation, but unfortunately, in true Raider fashion, we just don't put ourselves in a normal situation. And that's the hard part, and that's why there's no right or wrong answer when it comes to this. It sucks. Well, Tyler, what's going on, brother? I see you in here. Appreciate you, man. Let's see. Yeah, what's going on, man? Appreciate you rolling in here. I think LS, I saw, God, Ellis put a good one about Chip Kelly. I think it was, the Raiders are like that awkward silence, but instead of a few seconds, it's been an awkward 15 years. God, it is, man. It really has been. Pillagins just for fun. What's going on, brother? The annexation of Puerto Rico could have worked on Sunday. It could have worked. You never know. Just throw that out there.
Better what we have. Better than what we did.
I know. Exactly. Memo, what's going on, man? Good seeing you here. Ruben with another super chat. Appreciate you. You're saying we don't need to draft a QB to be we don't need to draft a QB to be a Hall of Fame QB. We need him to bring energy to the franchise. Carr was a 2nd-round pick, but rookies QB give hope. Build around him. If it doesn't work, then trade for a vet. I'll agree. Like when you draft a QB, depending on where you draft him, if you draft him as a 1st-rounder, you hope that he could be one of the best quarterbacks to ever play for your franchise. It's the same thing we said about Genty, right? You pick Genty number 6 overall. You hope that he's going to be one of the best running backs to ever play in your franchise. That's the hope. That's the intention. Now, if you draft somebody in the 3rd or 4th or 5th round, that might be a different scenario. And so, look, at the end of the day, I do think we need to address the quarterback position. And I also think that depending on where we draft them, that's where the expectation lies, in my opinion. So, man, Chris, any thoughts on this, on drafting a quarterback? Do they need to be a Hall of Famer? What's your thoughts on that?
No, they don't got to be a they don't have to be a Hall of Famer. But my thing is, if we're going to get a quarterback in the top 3 or whatever, they need to be a they need to be a franchise guy. They need to be a guy that we can build around, a guy that can win games, a guy that can be a true difference maker. Again, I've always been the type of like get all the weapons around them and then get the quarterback last. And I know a lot of people don't necessarily agree with that, but we have the running back. I think that can make it work. We have the tight end that can make it work. Get a couple receivers, shore up that offensive line. You ideally still have a veteran left tackle. You have a nice young center if you put them at center, and you can build off of that. You have a nice young right tackle. Like you have pieces. You just gotta put a few more in there, and then you can be ready for a quarterback. Like I said, I necessarily again I gotta keep watching. I don't necessarily like none of these guys this year, but I mean if someone falls in their lap, then okay, we'll take them. But yeah, like my thing is let's build up everything around them, and then let's plug and play, put the quarterback in at the end. That's me.
I'm with you, man. And again, Ruben, man, I appreciate the super chat. So here's the thing, guys. We kind of broke this whole thing down. I know we didn't dive too deep into Max, but look, we're gonna kind of see how this thing plays out. But we definitely appreciate everybody rocking with us. Like I said before, we're gonna try to move around a little bit of this or navigate this film breakdown stuff. YouTube does not like us doing it in a live stream. Not doing it live stream. It's tough. It's going to be hard to do it, but we're going to try to figure something out. We'll keep you guys posted on what we're going to end up doing, but we appreciate everybody rocking with us. We did a bunch of fun facts that weren't so fun, but definitely opened up our eyes a little bit on kind of what Sunday.
Muhammad Sanu Rod Smith. More passing yards than Geno Smith. Sorry, that's not a fun fact.
It's not a fun fact, but it's wild, man.
I'm not having fun saying it.
Yeah. We appreciate everybody that's rocked with us. Double tap that screen, man. Before we get out of here, again, we're going to rock with you guys another time this week, but we're going to figure out what we're going to do. Severe, man, let everybody know what you got rolling throughout the week and what they can look forward to.
You guys know what it is, man. The Severe Raider here on YouTube, IG, X, Snapchat, TikTok, everywhere. The Severe Raider. Be going probably tonight, probably like 9 o'clock with Pharaoh. You know, that is what is that? 6 in the morning Australian time, I think. But actually, no, it's probably in the afternoon. Actually, that's probably afternoon. So now, but yeah, man. Thursdays as well with my guy Pharaoh, and obviously, you know, here in the War Room, usually Sunday nights, Wednesday nights. But we'll figure something out with this film stuff, man. You know, NFL's cracking down. Goodell trying to get all this bread, so we'll figure something out with that. But make sure y'all hit up my boys, man. If you're on my channel, go over there. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, support my dog, especially Chris. See, he's about due for another cruise, so you know YouTube gonna be on his ass. So.
On me.
Oh man! Hey, shout out to you, Severe guys. Make sure you guys go head over to Severe's channel without question. Hit that sub button. Hit those like buttons, Chris. Man, I know you rock out with us. Anything else popping for you?
No, nothing else is popping. I'm the chocolate chip Kelly. I am a fraud, and I'm just here. You know what I'm saying? That's all there is to it. You know, I'm drinking my port. And like I said, check me out if you want to. If you don't want to, that's fine too. Because I don't even care at this point. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here so I don't get fined. You know, I want to be here and support my brother Severe, my brother 805. And I just want to keep this content going. But at the end of the day, the Raiders piss me off. And I'm just here, man. So just hit the like button if you want to. If you don't want to, oh well.
Man, yeah, and y'all know, look, at the end of the day, we're still gonna hit you guys a ton of content. If we got to break out the start and bench and cut them, we're gonna do that in just a little bit. We're gonna have a little bit of fun, but we're gonna see how this bye week kind of breaks out. If we do get some crazy ass news, we're gonna try to jump on here and kind of hit you guys with it. But definitely tap into my guys. If you guys don't know, I'm 805 Raider Real Talk, Raider Nation.
I'm looking for my scepter. It's like, I'm looking for my scepter. It's about that time, fellas. Looking for my scepter.
Dre's just been that bad influence. He started talking about the Bacardi 151. Now he's Mad Dog 2020.
Dre's one of them friends you don't want around, bro. He gonna be like, I double dare you. Like, yeah,
bad influence. But hey, if you guys don't know, I do my own individual videos. But I always pop on here in the Raider War Room. I might go live every once in a while, just do a little bit of a solo. But man, hit those notifications on all 3 channels so you do know when we go live. We hit you guys with more content. We appreciate everybody that's rocked out with us. Before you get out of here, double tap that screen, hit that sub button. We appreciate all the members. Shout out to all the members. We appreciate all the super chats that you guys are throwing out there, man. We appreciate everybody that rocks with us, man. So again, LS, double tap that screen for a mock this weekend. It might happen a little early, man. You never know, man. But hey, guys, we appreciate you. Double tap that screen, hit that sub button before you get out of here. Have a great rest of your week. We'll hit you guys again. We'll let you guys know what we do in lieu of the Wednesday film breakdown because YouTube's trying to stop us from doing it. So, but hey, we appreciate y'all. Hit that sub button.
Sanu.
We're going to get the hell out of here. We appreciate you guys. We're out.